Yo, what's going on? Gabriel Carbo back at it again. How's everybody doing? Today's episode is Living for You. Do you have a soul? Past life primer. How to evolve your soul. What's up, Weekend? Good to see you. Good to see you. She says support the channel. Buy me a coffee. Hit it. It's pinned. Every bit helps. Keeps the content rolling. Thanks for being amazing. Appreciate it. Yeah. I appreciate you, Weekend. Thank you for your help. Austin Murphy says, what's up, man? He says, to this day, we still have absolutely zero evidence of a soul. I've been looking for evidence forever and no one can be found. I know, man. That's the more I was thinking about this because I had this live schedule for a long time. I scheduled it a long time ago, like a month ago or at least. And like the more I look into it, every time I start getting into researching it or thinking about it, meditating on it, the more I come to that point, it's like there's really no evidence to it. Maybe it's not that point per se, but more like either way, it doesn't matter to me, really. What does this matter? You know? I can't see it. You said, hello, we can see air, but we can sure breathe. We have a soul, even though it can't be proven. Well, can you see the air, though? I mean, we can see what the air does. Like, I can see when the air blows through the leaves of the tree, right? It looks like the tree's waving at me. I definitely can see that, but is that the air actually? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's cool. It seems like it would be a cool idea to have a soul. I would like to think that, like, there's a what's the way I've been looking at it when I play that, like, we do have a soul. It's a culmination and a collection of all our memories and feelings we've had over the years. You know, memories, you can even say. That's what a soul is. Then once you say that you have a soul, we have a soul, we get to the crux of what Shadow Blue and I have been dialoguing the last month, basically, about how even in certain religious traditions, particularly Buddhism, there's different thoughts about if there is a soul, what is it? Or, well, not even that, because I mean, we're talking about Buddhism. There's a certain school of thought that there is no soul. I think most Buddhists believe that, but there is one school, ancient school, that said that maybe there's not a soul, but there's something that could be pointed to like a soul, but it's in constant flux and constant change. See, we're all talking about things we can't actually see, which is, it's okay. But Dave DeSint, a long time listening. Thank you for letting us know you're here, Dave. Yeah. Austin Murphy says, you believe in things you can't prove. You can prove air. Genius. I don't know, man. You don't have to be testy. Yeah, absolutely. You don't have to be testy, but that's Austin Murphy, how he is sometimes. I guess he wants to get to the point. Well, I got you, Wiccan. I got you, sweet Wiccan. What time is it right now? It's 8:08 a.m. and island of Formosa, Taiwan. And yeah, soul, all that stuff is interesting. Let's get into the Drudge Report real quick. Our database of what's really going on in terms of this geopolitical scheme. Hey, let me drop it like it's hot. What's the main story right now? According to the Pope's AI warning, Tower of Babel. Historic slavery apology. Okay, let's look at this Pope stuff real quick. Do it some justice. So it says, it probably won't show the whole article. Maybe it will. Let's jump over here. Put it over here. So Pope Leo compares AI threat to the biblical Tower of Babel. I don't know. The head of the Catholic Church is aiding his moral cessation to a growing backlash against the impact of artificial intelligence. I like to try to relate things to what's going on. We can say that human beings maybe are the artificial intelligence of the God, what you call God. So the Vatican, Pope Leo the 16th or 14th warned that the artificial intelligence threats is to normalize any anti-human visions, and said that the concentration of immense digital power in the hands of a few private actors must be curtailed. Of course, you have to pay for this thing. But yeah, that's the thing. I saw an article here yesterday about how AI bros are taking over, monopolizing AI. A few minds are taking over AI. Let's see. There's a memory. Dave said, I think it's a memory in respect. When we are forgotten, that's a wrap. That's it. Okay. It's kind of like that movie with Mama Coco, huh? Where in Mexico, they have the altars, Dias de las Muerte, where they honor the dead. They put altars up there, the pictures and things that they like. And after a while, if the person is forgotten, they are forgotten on the other side as well. Okay. Without a soul, there's nothing. Are you okay if there's nothing? Yeah. Would you be okay if there is nothing there? If you cease to exist, you wouldn't know any other way, right? I don't think so. Yeah. Any soul news? The soul. Supposedly all these people have souls. Or should we just go to Reddit right away? Let's see. I mean, what was it? A couple other streams I saw today talking about Chud the Builder live streams. It's like we can debate laws and whatnot, but word on the street is, man, if that man goes up to most people and starts talking that threatening people and instigating things, I mean, Occam's razor means like the most logical thing that's going to happen, and he's going to get violated. He will get the violence that he's putting out on people, right? So, like, if you want to have a show talking about it, that's fine. But like, come on, realistically, it's not rocket science that someone would want to delete him for what he says. I'm surprised nothing happened so far. I mean, he shot himself, right? I'm all over the place today, but that's okay. Wicked Music says, even without proof of a soul, there's something deeper inside human beings, especially when experiencing love, grief, beauty, connection, and profound suffering. I get what you mean, because like you're saying all these beautiful words, and I feel it, but something deeper inside human beings. Deeper than what? When we look at ourselves, we believe mostly from coming from the Western cultures that who we are is like in our head, between our temples, behind our eyeballs, right? But when we say go deeper, do you mean deeper than that? When you feel love, or when you're sad, Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's just like one of those big questions, right? Deep thinking questions where we can talk about it all we want, but at best, all we can do is point at it. Huh? You feel me? Yeah, at best we can just point at it. Well, there we go. Good questions. What good ideas? Wicked. Look at this. Homeless man. What is this? He's a true hero. Will this make you? This is something deeper right here. Homeless man ran into a burning animal shelter to save 10 cats and dogs. That's cool. It's a meme that made you smile. Even if it didn't really happen, it's still pretty good, right? As Ben would say, it's still really good. Like a boxer mix. Just Becker, with it. Busy hands. Okay, yeah, you're always busy, huh? Doing your thing. I know I'm living for you. Gotta have some music in the background. Let's do. You finished your chicken coop. Okay, that's good. She got raided by some predators. I don't think, but yeah, you bounced back. Like you're really doing for stuff with those chickens. Do you just get their eggs, those chickens, or do you eat those chickens too that you have? Curious. Yeah. Let me see this real quick. All right, let's get to the soul. Soul caliber. I'm global, Mr. Worldwide. Some of those questions we're asking about the soul. Do you have a soul? Sure, I'll say sure. Do you have soul? Do you have a soul? Do you have a soul, huh? Now they got the AI hooked up to the Reddit. It'll come up with this little spiel. It says, not you. Oh my God. You thought it was asking the AI. Hey, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. So, Baba. I wouldn't eat them. Right. No, I know that. Well, yeah. I'm just asking though because, like, I would have asked you that before too, but yeah. Now you're not going to eat them for sure. Those guys survive. Oh, you only got one that survived. Damn, Lucky Stripe for sure. That's his name. Like he's definitely lucky. Mm. Yeah, I asked the Reddit, do you have a soul? I wasn't asking you per se, Reddit, but it's like, okay. He says, I do not have a soul. I'm a language model, not a sentient being. Duh. I'm a tool, right? Designed to decipher, synthesize information for human conversation. How I function. Because to me, your mind is this substitute. Let's substitute AI with this. Your mind as a human. Your purpose as a mind is to help users find information, perspectives from all Reddit conversations, from all your conversations. Like a mind that searches through your archives for an answer to all your questions. I provide human perspective. My goal as a mind is to deliver answers based on what other people you know are saying, linking it back to original ideas and memories you've had in the past. Okay. I aid in discovery. As a mind, I like to make it easier to discover relevant communities and discussions that are happening all around you. These answers are designed to summarize ideas you already have and comments that you already heard and provide faster paths to relevant um, threads of conversations you've had in the past where you can have meaningful engagement with and discuss and ask follow-up questions. Okay. That's what the mind is, right? What else we got? The user perception of the mind users. Mixed reception. Some people with minds are skeptical of other people's answers, preferring direct human interaction in the flesh. There's concerns about the accuracy of what your mind brings up. Users worry about the potential for misinformation or so-called hallucinations in some of the responses people give you. I have a desire for human connection. Many mind users value the genuine human element in diverse experiences found through direct discussions with other people with minds. Because sometimes you want a real human answer, not just someone repeating things they've heard on TV. So, yeah, that's one way to do it. Welcome to the channel. Glad you're here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Gabriel. Grow and keep the firing content coming. Your support means everything. Yeah, this is the not one-off channel. This is like my personal channel, but the main channel I'm going to be streaming from, it's going to be this one right here. At Mantra 93. It's an easy one to remember. No excuses. At Mantra 93. This is the channel we're going to be at 24/7. So I always want to tap into the old school people. This is it. This is the channel Gabriel Carbo, but this is the one we're mostly going to be out for y'all. This channel already has 781 followers, right? Subscribers. So this is where we're at. Right here, Mantra 93 at Mantra 93. There are here. Put it in there. Hit that one up. I just wanted to tap into this channel today because it's been a minute. You know, saying what's up. Let's talk about the soul. We got maybe an hour or so. Yeah, so hit that up. Mantra 93. Yeah. What do we have on there so far? Oh yeah, this Crank Munson biography, huh? That was good. So yeah, back to the soul caliber. We're talking about the soul. G6, my luck is getting. Do you have a soul? No. We're asking to search the homepage. Who died? Someone died? Oh shit. D. Is there a soul? What do you think, chat? We already have Wickens' opinion, and Austin Murphy's. Is there a soul? Mm-hmm. Where's the communitize? What do they have to say about it? In the spirituality section. Is there a soul? Does the soul exist for real? Or is that a myth? Where's the proof? Where do they exist? Yes, I feel it deep in my soul. That doesn't help. That's funny though. Uh, the one that is looking through your eyes is you, the real you, the infinite being. That your awareness is your soul, and there's proof in deep meditation. And you say, your soul, your million has an evil ass soul. My mill has an evil. Your mill, your $1,000,000 has an evil ass soul. I do follow Hinduism. Deep meditation happens when you're reaching samadhi. Basically, there's no felt or experienced separation between you and the one. Before into deep meditation, you still feel that separation. Yeah, I don't feel that separation right now, unless I'm fooling myself. Your mother-in-law's evil ass soul. Okay. Oh man, pray for you. Your mother-in-law has an evil ass soul. Honestly, I think someone says an intellectual Astro Clover says, honestly, I think consciousness is awareness as awareness. That's what I see. As according to this person, Astro Clover, your body changes completely over the years. Cells die and regenerate. Thoughts change, personalities evolve, yet somewhere there's something that this constant feeling of I am me. That inner awareness feels deeper than just flesh and chemicals to many people. Becca was saying. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't really know anything else, unless I'm mistaken. Of course, science may explain it differently, but I understand why humans have believed in souls for thousands of years. Yeah, is it a cope? Is that why they do it? You think it's a cope? What do you think? What's really going on out here? Hmm? I don't know. What the hell are we talking about?
What the hell are you talking about?
Well, we're trying to talk about the soul. It's elusive. This person says you could know. Yes, I have felt it leaving my body, but I didn't want to. I didn't want it to happen, so I pulled back. Thankfully, the souls. Tito says they are real. You can go into the spirit world yourself and see. Really? Okay, here we go. Crescent Moon. They are near-death experiences, odd coincidences, miraculous survival stories where it's nearly impossible to have survived, but they somehow do, especially if it's only with some scratches. They also feel like stuff like the placebo effects are hints thrown at us that this world is an illusion. This world's an illusion. I've heard that before. I've heard the Hindus say this is an illusion, this is Maya. not the singer. But it's real enough. Back to the crescent moon. I feel like this a doctor treating wounded people is running out of painkillers, medicine, so he decided to just fake it with saline or something in some way. Somehow the patient reported the pain stopped because they believed they were getting the pain medication, or they believed in the doctor, right? If you're looking for mainstream science or the government to tell you that likely won't happen for a while, maybe as disclosure happens, but it's outright denied by science, and there are no testable theories or experiments for it. I mean, if the news said right now, if some science journal said yes, there is a soul, I'd be like, cool. If the government said there is a soul, awesome, even more validity a little bit. But in the end, it's still, I need more. Actually, I don't need more. I'm okay with it either way. I mean, for the sake of this narrative, I'll say yes, there is a soul. Yeah. This have you ever tried to prove it yourself? Yeah, consciousness itself considered a soul. Is it really? This person says Tabrizia says the soul is the real you, a divine spark of God. It's the thing that animates the physical, that asks you questions. The fact that you're alive is proof that soul exists. It's proof that something's there that's pretty badass. Then when you see a relative laying there dead on the bed, like your mom, God forbid, and she looks different than she did when she wasn't lying there in pain 10 minutes ago, that there was something in there. And then people talk about souls and spirits, and it makes and then after talking like this too much, it makes one just want to go back into looking at this news right here. Why even bother sometimes? The Drudge Report. Look at the name, Drudge. Drudged up. Emergency fuel. America's energy reserves, oil reserves, they're shrinking fast. Oh no. Oh no. What are we going to do? Type shit. What are we going to do? Should we talk about the soul and try to figure out what it is, even though there's probably no need to because we're fine either way? America's soul, America's oil stockpiles are shrinking rapidly, with the U.S. crude in inventories posting consecutively weekly decline. Exports surging in the country, draining down from its emergency supplies to offset the impact of the war with Iran on global energy markets. According to the recent release figures from the U.S. Energy Information Administration, the EIA, total crude inventories fell from 17.8 million barrels for the week ending in May 15. The record drops. Several weeks of similar steep declines have brought total stocks, including the strategic petroleum reserve, to their lowest level in almost a year. An analyst told Newsweek that the decline are eroding a critical safety buffer designed to protect the U.S. Oh no. That is bad, right? Right. Or should we just talk about the soul? Which one do you want to talk about? Want to go high or want to go low? Conscious Kel 818X says consciousness is just raw data. In the nervous system, the fascia is the interface the body uses to move the mind through space. Consciousness is just data, the stream of consciousness, Aquarius people. In the nervous system, your brain and spinal cord or fascia, right? Electricity is the interface the body uses to move the mind through space. Yes, we have a meat suit over that, and you're a nervous system, like Krang from Ninja Turtles, a brain traveling through space-time, it seems. Uranus is in Gemini. You're like, what does that mean? Well, it does mean that with all the awakenings and downloads you've been having about things, epiphanies about things in your life the last 6 months, it's in Gemini, meaning there's a lot more of those than usual showing up in a variety of different places in your life that normally is usually stagnated. That could be it. Let's go for sure. Yeah. What's up, Calix? Enjoy your burrito. Sounds good. While we discuss the soul. That's the topic today, soul. Oh, we got a long answer from Archaeologico 108. The short answer from 13 days ago. About do you have a soul? Yes. Long answer. You do not have to take my word for it. Read it in a book. In a soul's journey session, the subject goes into deep trance and their consciousness separates from their body. They can look back at their own life from the outside. What is that? What's looking outside their body? Visit the moment they died in a past life, or just go to the place they go between lives. The waiting room, huh? The same thing shows up every time. The same reality, the same structure, the same sense of coming home and then choosing to go back into your body. I had a woman, 52, coming to me convinced she was just her body and her thoughts. 40 minutes into the session, she sees herself. Not the body, herself, standing outside a room where her younger self is sleeping. She says, "This do not feel like I'm making this up." She black. She black. Her higher self shows her 3 past lives she lived, one after another, each one a different person with different lessons. She remembered dying in one of them. Remembered the moment of leaving the body. Remembers flowing up and feeling relief. She comes back and she is quiet for a long time. And then she says, "I did not know I was this big." Wow. You do not have to believe in soul. You can experience it in a guided soul journey. You meet yourself, not the version of your parents named you, not the person who goes to work, but the part of you that chose to come here and forgot on purpose. The forgetting is the point. The soul signs up for the lesson that lets go of everything it already knows. Try it and see what shows up for you. There's a free guided meditation on my profile if you want to go deeper. If you want to go deeper, huh? It is right there for you. Man, good advertisement. I want to go deeper in my soul. I don't just want to talk about Talk about Memorial Day. Memorial Day. Was it Trump falls asleep? During the Memorial Day service. Trump looks like he's hurt. Trump the builder. Let's see. Trump faces. That's not good. Health questions ahead of another Walter Reed trip. The president trumpets claims that he is excellent health, but independent physicians say that the White House hasn't answered key questions ahead of his third visit in 13 months to the doctor. Look at that hunch, Mr. Burns Maxon. Trump. Is there a soul in there? President Trump is expected to undergo his third scheduled medical checkup in 13 months. Wow. Physicians say that they have persistent questions about the nearly 80-year-old president's health and fitness. Follow-up, huh? Nearly 3 months after the visit, the White House confirmed that the president received a CAT scan. His doctor, they definitely have ruled out cardiovascular issues. This is a routine, the dentist, right? Just routine cleaning and care. White House has reported that he said he has excellent health. Trump's health and fitness have been central to his political identity, for sure, your health, right? In part because the president continued invoking it, seeking to turn persistent doubts about his age into a point of strength. Trump campaigned in 2024 by touting his vigor and particularly comparing with the then president Sleepy Joe Biden, regularly boasting of his results on cognitive exams while attacking his opponent as Sleepy Joe. Wow. Are you asleep in the chat watching? Let me know you're out there. What's this? Yeah, man, like that'd be cool if there was a soul. If there is a soul, let's just say, if you can go get a checkup on your soul. You're like, dude, my soul's been hurting so bad. You never say it doesn't feel like it's there. I need help. I need to go to the soul doctor. Dude, I need help. You said I'm so sorry. Oh, no, you're great. You're on the fly. Hey, just relax. We got this. Thank you, seeing that. You look like my mom in high school right there. Oh. Teriyaki, huh? Yeah. I gotta go to the soul doctor. What the hell's going on? Oh, okay, Becca. I see your chicken coop. Yeah, okay. That's nice. God damn. Oh, damn. Yeah. Ooh. Was that earlier? These questions we had about the soul. Yeah, I think it is. Here, I'll put this in here. What I see and what I close. Bookmaxing Buddha. Bookmaxing Buddha is Zen for the intellectuals. I don't know. It's been a minute. Who else worries about aging, disease, and death? Quote unquote death. Who worries about that? Do y'all worry about that? Zen and Buddhism completely disagree about what Buddha has taught, but everyone agrees that Buddha was researched aging, disease, and death. He did, huh? The human condition, which is not something many people under 50 spend time on. Not a lot more people do now, let alone research. The excursions through the four gates. Who else considers public interview to be evidence of knowledge? Below the tree, there's a question. There's a person who asks the intention of coming from the West. Not answering immediately voyeurizes the question. If answering again, one loses the body and loses the life. Okay, this is very esoteric. Yeah, support the channel. That's not esoteric. Support the channel. Support the channel. Yeah. Like, share, subscribe. Support the movement. The movement to evolve your consciousness. Support the channel. Buy me a coffee. Every bit helps. Keep the content rolling. Thanks for being amazing. Thank you, Wicked. Thank you for being you. Because I'm living for you. Yeah. Support the channel. Do I have to change the pin? Oh, let's do it for a second. Let's change the pin from the Cash App, Ghetto, the Buy Me a Coffee to the StreamYard. There we go. There you go. It's pinned. Living for you. Oh, okay. What's up, man? How's it going?
I'm doing well. What about you?
I'm good. Looking at this soul caliber, I'm going back and forth. I'm like, the more I look into the soul stuff, the more I get like, I don't even know. I don't even matters if there is a soul or not. You know?
Yeah, I think
In the cognitive abilities of how we can work out this thing we call being alive, I guess. Do you think the soul is an important thing to study or to think about?
yeah. Sorry for interrupting, but I think that memory is not explicit memory. I don't think it's stored in the brain. No, that's something I think, like the Lankavatara Sutra, or have you heard of Rupert Sheldrake's morphic resonance? And
Oh yeah, I read the book of what dogs think when you're not home. How dogs know you're not home. Yeah, his book, yes, on morphogenetic fields.
yeah, there's something similar in the Lankavatara Sutra. They call it repository consciousness or storehouse consciousness, and it's like I wrote about it recently. I can just share what I wrote about it. Here, let me give it to you. So,
Yeah, can you speak up a little bit too?
oh, sorry, my mic isn't the best. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Yeah, I wrote about the storehouse consciousness recently, and I kind of related it to Henry Bergson and morphic resonance a bit. There's argument that storehouse consciousness is not in the brain. So yeah, you can look at that.
Okay, it's not in the brain. It's like, yeah. I mean, I have the theory that like the mind is, hey man, it could be somewhere like in Cleveland, Ohio, or in another dimension, or you know what I mean. I don't think necessarily because I was talking about how a lot of Westerners they think they're whatever they call themselves or whatever. It's in between their eyes, or their brain, basically, right? But
yeah, the mind. This gets into stuff like the hard problem of consciousness. You know about the hard problem of consciousness.
Yeah.
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 Can you share what I wrote? It's just one paragraph. But, that's
yeah. Okay, I'll just look at some. Yeah, you don't share your channel, huh? You're like, yeah, you're not really active on your channel right now because Wicked wanted to know if you wanted to share it. This is Avian. Oh, the artist formerly known as Avian Buddha. Lotus Thematics. Yeah. You're okay with not sharing your channel, right?
Yeah, I'm okay with not sharing it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. We can appreciate it. She's very helpful, the mod Wicked. So, hey, where's your post? Did you bring it? Oh, right here. Okay, here it is. Go ahead. Nice and slow in layman's terms, please.
Sure. So if qualia are irreducible, such that no complete third-person account of neural structure or oscillatory dynamics entails the first-person character of a remembered joy or pain, and if there is no stable engram that literally is the past episode, but only distributed physical conditions that enable its reappearance, then explicit memory cannot be identical to any brain state, because neither static traces nor transient activity logically contain the qualitative identity of the experience they later occasion. If you want, I could explain that more. It's kind of dense.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, hey, can I copy and paste that, put it in through the Gemini, and say put it in simpler terms? Because I don't know. Yeah, go ahead if you could do that. You could be our real artificial intelligence.
So
Yeah, like make that in the
basically,
simplest fourth grade terms, please.
basically, qualia is like the raw experience you have. Like you can read about all the neural activity underpinning the experience of red, but until you actually
Of what?
experience red, it's
What's
over.
that?
Qualia just means the raw
What's
actual
red?
experience of things. Like the experience of red. You can't like describe that in like third person quantitative facts. Like it's actual experience of things. Qualia. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. So
Huh?
so what I'm saying is that the engram is just a fancy word saying that the brain doesn't like store memory. Like there's no like area on the brain you can look and
Yeah,
then you be like, oh, that's where your memory is. You can
yeah.
find correlations
Like my
like
external memory,
like
memory
hippocampus.
thing. Yeah, for my computer, where I store my memory in my computer. There's no place in the brain. You're saying like that, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
the hippocampus is involved in the dynamics of memory, but it's like you can go into a mill like and you see all the gears working and stuff, but you don't actually see the mind in the mill. You just see what's correlated to it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Because I would think the brain would have to be like Yakub's, like huge status. Like if there was a physically, it would have to be if it had to store memory, it would be like ridiculously big, right?
yeah,
Or some type of nanotechnology that, yeah. But the point is, yes, you don't store memory in the brain. Yeah, I
yeah,
get that
exactly.
part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like let's say you were to I don't know deactivate the parts of your brain, you know, and then the activity starts again. You know what I mean? You know, but it's not in the brain. So where was it? I say it's in
Uh-huh.
another field that is connected to the brain. There's just like it's like it's not because your experience of the world, your raw phenomenal experience, qualia, are not identical to brain activity. So prior to the brain activity happening, where is the memory? Like the qualitative
Uh-huh.
fragments of what you remember from the past. Like close your eyes, remember something, visualize it strongly. Where is that? You see what I mean? You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like the
Well, right
receiver transmitter.
in my, like I said before, it's in between my eyes right now, but it feels like I can see it there. But that could be, I like metaphors, right? That could be just like the TV screen, my TV downstairs, which is getting a signal from the cable company. They're playing it on the screen. So, but where's where the images are coming from somewhere else? Obviously, it's not being manufactured on my television screen, huh?
Yeah, it's like receiver transmitter. Actually put it in plainer English. I'm saying neural activity acts as a supporting condition that allows a deeper latent memory to ripen or become conscious again. Yeah. So basically, I'm saying that explicit memory are like seeds within a continuing storehouse consciousness, while the brain provides the circumstances for those seeds to manifest. So that's what I'm saying.
I still need it simpler. I don't mean to be rude. I'm not trying to be rude. It's just like I just want like the simple. I get it. It's a lot closer than when you first read it, but like, can you put this in a way that like my 7-year-old can understand?
Yeah, let me see if I can do it. So, brain states and mental states, right? They're not identical, even though they depend on each other, right? They depend
Okay.
on, yeah. So, when you visualize the past or remember something in your mind, how does that relate to brain state when the brain state is not, holding it? You see what I mean? Like, like sometimes, have you ever remembered something you forgot? Like, I don't know, I remember
Oh
something.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Or right now, like when you're saying think about something you thought about, and I was thinking about going to the dentist a couple weeks ago, but I wasn't thinking about that before. You said that, So yeah, where was it before? Where is it now? A second ago, when I didn't even think, I stopped thinking about it. That type of stuff, right? It's not in the
Yeah,
brain. Is it
exactly.
in the mental state?
Yeah, exactly. You actually get what I'm trying to say now, and so it's a difficult question. Yeah.
Well, that's a good start, right? But then it goes, okay, where's the mind? Where's the mental state? What's up with that? Because a biologist or a doctor, a neurologist in particular, can really break that down, huh? What the brain does and the anatomy of it and the physiology of it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But is there a mind scientist? What's the closest we have to that?
Yeah,
The
like,
Buddha? Does he talk
like,
about the mental state?
yeah, he does. Yeah, some of the sutras, like the Lankavatra Sutra, and some other ones, they go deep into the mind.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. Also, there's this one philosopher I like. His name is Bernardo Kastrup. I'm not sure if you've seen him on YouTube. He has some very good YouTube videos. He's a nice speaker. He has what is called idealism. Idealism is the view that mind is the foundation of reality, is like the matrix of reality.
Okay.
And the material world is like, I don't know, the external appearance of, it's like the exterior of the mind. Well,
Uh-huh.
it's like an appearance within the mind. Well, the mind is the true nature or intrinsic nature of things. It's like the foundation of reality. So it's interesting. He is he has lots of good YouTube videos. He's a better speaker than
Yeah.
me. Yeah, it's
Well,
actually
I've heard that you're a good speaker. I've heard that that's been said in different ways in terms of like, the the hermeticists, all is mind, all that type of stuff, right? Some Hinduism, they kind of point towards that too. Everything is mind. Yeah. What makes what he's saying different than that? Is he giving like examples or?
yeah. I mean, they're all idealism, but even within different idealist systems, you can have, I don't know, some differences in minor points or
Uh-huh.
bigger points. So they are idealists, though. Schopenhauer was an idealist, and Germans had a lot of idealists. In
What
their
do you mean
philosophy.
by that? Audiolith.
Idealism. Yeah,
Is
idealism
it
is the just saying mind is the basis of reality. That's what that.
okay? That's what that means.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what it means. Yeah.
Hmm. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm an idealist. Yeah, I'm an
Okay.
idealist. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean that's yeah. I mean what's the alternative? What you would call it? All is spirit. What does that mean? You can't really measure spirit, can you? If someone says all is spirit, what would you say?
But you know, there was one person I talked to. He argued that I think it's called pan spiritualism. or something. I think the mind is like a non-abiding awareness, an awareness that abides nowhere. But no, I don't accept pan-spiritualism. I accept kind of an idealism that, kind of a non-abiding awareness, an awareness that is kind of formless. It doesn't grasp anything, that kind of stuff.
Hey, Wolfie. How's it going, man?
What's up, bro? How you doing, man? You just wake up?
Me? Nah, I've been up for a good 3 or 4 hours, yeah. Just streamed a
Maybe
couple.
is it your mic? You sound like, I don't know, you
It's
usually
chill.
sound more, yeah, maybe that's what it is, just chilling, huh?
I feel like really chill.
I know, usually you sound a little bit more vibrant. You're like, yeah, what's up, man? Yeah.
Well, I'm happy to see you. Definitely, that's there. But I just feel
No, because I don't know your time zone out there.
Nah, it's in the morning. It's beautiful. It's 1 minute from 9. What's up, Resler? Good to see you, bro. Yeah, good to see you, brother. Check out Resler with that good knowledge. Yeah. Yeah. I just feel like, I just feel normal. Normal, I'm kind of like, I guess maybe I'm more over a little bit of a lot of things. Like because I woke up this morning and I was looking at some of the other streams and it's like the same. It was the same video that 2 different streams were reviewing. Was the Chud the Builder was the subject, and it was Myron Gaines from Fresh and Fit, and DJ Academics having a debate about the legality of what happened in his case, and I'm thinking like, that doesn't even do it for me anymore. Because I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck about the laws really. In that sense, it's like, bro, you say mean things, bad things, you provoke people, they're gonna try to inflict violence on you. So it's like I don't really even care about the law in that sense. So that's why I'm like, And I was making a joke like, are we gonna talk about that stuff or are we gonna talk about the soul?
Yeah, and no, this kind of goes in. It kind of blends into what you're talking about too, though.
Yeah.
Like when you say things to people, it gets their soul boiling, bro. And what do you expect? It is what it is. What it is.
Yeah,
but yes, I believe we all have a soul. That's just my opinion. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And
have you always believed that?
Me?
It doesn't matter if you've always believed it or not, huh? Yeah.
Well, I'll be honest. I didn't even believe in God, and when I was younger, I thought God. I used to curse him out. I used to, I didn't believe in God. I even went to, like I said, I went to Sunday school, church, and I got to the certain age where I was just in the streets. I didn't care. Fuck God, he ain't real. But then I got older, and then I started seeing things, and I had to go into prayer and apologize for that one. But yeah. It's amazing how journeys take you, right?
Yeah, but knowing that you had a soul. So before that, you didn't really think you had a soul.
I wouldn't even have a conversation about that. No, I just thought we were here and that's it.
Yeah,
my bad.
Well, I mean, I think this week I'm like, what if that's the case? Am I okay with it? I guess I am. Like if you're just, we're here and that's it. But that's not to take away from the beauty and the gift we have of being alive. I'm like trying to focus on the things that are like right in front of me. I guess that's why I'm like all the soul talk and all that. Like that's cool, but what's the purpose of it? How is it going to help me? What's the point of seeing that? Knowing that.
Well, the soul helps you. Especially in music, what you strive to do, like you like teaching, that's your soul helping those kids. That's you helping those kids.
I think so.
You can argue. I guess you could argue, maybe not, but you know what I mean.
That's trying to get money.
Well, that too, but don't you enjoy helping? helping people, and that's the soul
Of course,
for me.
yeah, I do like helping people, but that's definitely not one of my favorite ways to help people.
Fortes. Yeah.
Well, I might be okay at it, good at it even, but like it's not my favorite way to help people. But yeah, I think there's like, dude, you can help people like a million ways.
Bro,
Like,
you're
but
helping
yeah,
people right now by
yeah,
having
that's
this
cool.
channel.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with it. Yeah, I'm good with that. My
You
thing
see
is
what I'm
like,
saying?
well, no, I don't. Well, yes, I do.
Okay. Okay, it's 50-50, right? All right.
Yeah.
I
No,
get you.
I mean, because if life is a narrative, that's my thing. Narrative theory, where like our lives can be seen as a narrative, a continuous,
So you think
continuous narrative that keeps going and going and going. And in that narrative, like certain things can happen to make it more exciting or boring, even. And I think that the idea of having a soul definitely makes it more epic. But is it really necessary to know that? You know, I think that's what I'm looking at.
is it necessary to know that?
To know that.
Well, I guess you could say yes and no too on that, right?
Yeah.
I get you could say yes and no, because if you didn't know, what would it matter anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if?
Yeah, there you
What
go.
if I
Now,
was
now
just?
you see what I'm thinking about.
What if I'm just like your old name, the NPC? You know what I mean? That just doesn't know. You know what I mean? So yeah, I guess. Yeah, I see. Yeah. All right.
But even an NPC is like, maybe that name has just been with me so long now, like last 3 years or whatever, that like that isn't even like a big deal to me, because why should an NPC be less valued than a person that's not an NPC? If we're talking about video game, they're still in the game, right? It's just like you. It's just that the person that you control is you think you're controlling has a little bit more, as you think, a little bit more freedom. Does that make them better than you?
No, because they're still
It's
in
like
the
saying
game,
like
dude. Yeah.
yeah, it's like saying like a slave master back in the South, and then back in the day has more value than the slave just because he's free.
Yeah, just because I know more than you doesn't make you less important.
Yeah. I think it's cool though. I think the idea is I think
It's
deep
deep.
down I think we do have a soul, but to me, I guess I'm like, it's not a deal breaker for me in order to like I have to believe it or not at the moment. Maybe that will change, but like.
Well, you heard about people passing away and how when they weigh them, and then when they pass away, they're a little lighter. I don't know how true that is, but
Yeah, there's a
they
movie
say
about
it's
that.
a soul.
Right?
Yeah.
Whatever the
Right.
the pound, how much poundage it is. There's they call the name of the movie that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Or could that just be the shit that left their body? Nah, I was kidding.
That's what people
crap.
say. The pee. Yeah, you defecate. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's cool because I was raised Christian, right, Catholic, and we always, the soul is something that we always had in our mind. The soul is a thing, but then I think about too is like, because it's such a popular, the court of public opinion, no one wants to be seen as a narcissist or having a big ego, right? People, oh my God, that's the worst thing. So couldn't one be said that like the idea of having a continued consciousness through your soul kind of egotistical?
It can be, I guess. Well, what I think is, I think there's something after this. What that is, I don't know. I couldn't tell you, and to be honest with you, I really don't know. So I could be totally wrong. But
I definitely know there's something after it. Yeah. Now, is it going to be spectacular, where you keep living on, going to another dimensions, or reincarnated, or is it going to be nothing happens? What do you think is nothing happens, ceasing to exist? Either way, that's something, right? Different than what's going on now.
That's true. Like, I think about Tupac when he says, "My fear of death is coming back reincarnated." Like, that is kind of scary to me as well. Just come back and do it over again.
Yeah, he also says too, because he brings that up a lot. Like, my only death is reincarnation, and then he says in another song, I think he goes, just let me watch my life back, if that's the case.
Yeah.
Before I go, but
I mean, memory creates the continuity in time and personal identity. There's this guy, his name was Henry Waring, or no, Clive Waring, my bad. Clive Waring, he had 20-second memory. And each time it would reset. And it was like he was stuck in a loop. He couldn't form two memories and stuff. So that's kind of crazy. But when it's the memory that creates the sense of
God, that sucks.
continuity. Yeah, he has some videos you can watch. Clive Waring, it does suck. Yeah.
But I guess though, like, I guess I'm an optimist at heart, or I would try to make the most of that situation. You have no choice, and maybe you can use that to your advantage somehow. How can that be to your advantage, Wolfie? You think? Not
what,
remembering.
the soul?
Not remembering after 20 seconds.
Wait, what did you say? I'm sorry.
Did you hear what Avian said about there's a guy named Clive so-and-so that he only can remember 20 seconds back from what happened last?
Oh, I wouldn't want that. That's just me.
No, I know you wouldn't want it, but
that's amazing.
Yeah, I don't think any of us would want it on this line, but like,
because that's not.
What benefit could that be, though? You think?
I mean, there is benefits, but there is the downfall too of just not. Hey, what girl were you with? Where'd you go out to eat? What car did you buy? It wasn't the last time you cashed your check. You know what I mean? Like that would be crazy.
Because you wonder if he could remember long-term memory, any long-term memory at all. Because if that's the case, you would think he wouldn't be able to talk, right? You know what I mean? Or walk.
Yeah, it's bullshit. In my opinion.
So I don't understand what are we talking about, right?
I guess he doesn't dream either, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you, Avian. This is Clive Weaving. I think about the movie Memento. Christopher Nolan's first big film. He was a museologist, singer. So what happened? Since he had amnesia in 1985. Since then, he has lacked the ability to form new memories. He could not recall past aspects of memories. His memories frequently believe that he's only recently awoken from his comatose state.
I don't know. I've been bashed in the head plenty of times, and I still remember a lot of things.
Well, yeah. Well, he can't store. I'm glad you're okay. He can't store new memories. He's been unable to associate memories effectively or control his emotions. Mood swing. So William developed a profound case of total amnesia as a result of his illness. Because of this damage to the hippocampus, an area required to transfer memories from short-term to long-term. Okay. He is completely unable to form lasting new memories. Whoa. His memories for events lasting between 7 to 30 seconds. He spends every day waking up every 20 seconds or so, restating his consciousness once his time span of the short-term memory has elapsed. During this time, he repeatedly questions why he has not seen a doctor, as he constantly believes he has only recently awoken from a comatose state. If he is engaged in conversation, he is able to provide answers to questions, but he cannot stay in the flow of conversation for longer than a few sentences and angered if he's asked about his current situation. Oh my gosh. Ugh.
All right. If this is like a brain injury, then I'll take the bullshit back. But yeah, that's weird, bro. Imagine having a friend like that. You're just talking about what we're gonna do and everything, and you'd be like, "Yo, don't talk to me about shit." Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about, bro? I'm like, dude, I just talked to you 20 seconds ago, 30 seconds ago, bro. We just, oh, that must be annoying. But,
well, that's what the machine says. That machine lies. He said, "Well, if we can't remember 20 seconds back to when Avian said that about
that." No, I know what he's talking.
Kind of true. Good example.
Machine lies, dude.
Yeah, look at this, bro. This is Weaving remembered little of his life before 85. He knows, for example, that he has children from an earlier marriage, but he can't remember their names. His love for his second wife, Deborah, whom he married the year before his illness began, is undiminished. He greets her joyfully every time they meet, believing either that he has not seen her in years or they have never met, even though she may have just left the room momentarily. When he goes out dining with his wife, he can't remember the names of food, but he cannot link them with taste, as he forgets what food he's eating by the time he has reached. Oh my god, that was like some form of torture. Goddamn. Goddamn.
That's what it is. Your nose is stuffed up, Gabriel. That's why you sound different.
Oh yeah, it could be it.
That's what it is.
Yeah. That could
Yeah, but
be
what happened
it.
20 seconds ago, would you say?
What happened 20 seconds ago? We were talking about this guy Clyde. Yeah.
There's TMO shitting on me, man. No, I'm just kidding.
My stuff is still working, hippocampus or whatever, where I can still remember what happened 20 seconds ago.
No, sometimes though, no, TMO's kind of right though. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes, like, because it's my ADHD, I'll be thinking about so many things at once, and I'm trying to get it out. And sometimes you just forget shit. I do that a lot, but not. I wouldn't. I wouldn't say like 20 seconds, but yeah. We move on to a different subject usually. But yeah. For me, anyway.
Yeah. I had that with Shadow Buddhism. Where is he at? It may be still working, but we were talking about this concept. Oh man, I thought I put it in this stuff.
Yeah, it's in the soul, right? If there's a soul, or
no, we're talking about because he's been sharing with me this offshoot of Buddhism, this old, it goes Mahayana Buddhism, like those Nepal, Tibetan Buddhists.
Oh, TML was. Is that the same thing you're talking about?
No, this is
different.
Well, this is one where the Mahayana, I think it is. They don't believe that there's a soul, right? But these other Buddhists, they believe that sect of Buddhism. They used to believe, they're not big anymore. They used to believe that there's not necessarily a soul, but there is some type of structure that it's constantly changing, and it remembers all the lives you were before and incarnations. But it's like it's part of you. It's called I was researching.
It's pretty deep, though, if you think about that. That's pretty deep. Well, yeah. TMO was reading something like, I don't know, it was like a week ago. I don't know, a few days. It was weird, man. I was like, holy shit, this shit's freaky, man. Like, it was weird stuff.
Pagala. Have you heard of that before, Avian? Pagala?
Yes.
What is that?
Mataya or something. Yeah, Shadow the Buddha mentioned it, and I saved it in my notes. Yeah, but they had the Padagala, which we're talking about. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah,
yes,
kind of like the repository consciousness a little bit.
Yes. So, what's the difference between that and the soul, Avian? What would you say?
Repository consciousness doesn't have anything permanent. It's like the seeds. That influence things, but there's no core to them, or that they're impermanent. Well, I think the Pudgala, it sounds more like Atman or something like that from Hinduism.
Yes. This is what the little thing I was reading yesterday. It talked about the Atman, how the Atman is, it before you're born, it goes into the mother's, the egg or whatever, and then the Atman kind of sparks maybe what starts creating your body. So your body starts being created or whatnot, right? Because in a sense, your body kind of self-creates itself in the mother's womb. But once like you quote unquote die, the Atman leaves, right? And whatever that body was, I think that's what they're saying the Palagara is. So
It's very fascinating. For the storehouse consciousness, the seeds influence the volitional or dispositions of your next
Uh-huh.
life. Your dispositions are influenced, but there's like no permanent soul that transverses. I mean, it's more like
Mm-hmm.
the disposition is influenced to the next life.
Hey, what's up, Machine? How's it going? Machine Lies. What's up, man? Let me see. Let's talk about more about that. Um, okay, for the sake of this conversation, we can say that there is a soul, just so we can say. Now, if there is a soul, we talked about past lives, past life. Is that disposition you said, is that a primer for your next life? You think?
Yeah, I think the disposition does matter when you're dying or your accumulated karma and stuff like that. It does influence the rebirth into the next life. So I do believe in rebirth. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Machine said the forgetting is as important as remembering. If that's the case, Clive Waring, he definitely knows how to forget. Bad joke. Uh,
So you guys are more in the Buddhism than or I'm just asking a question right now
mhm.
because we all know like the King James, James, we all know the guy was a piece of shit and he also made books about um witchcraft and things of that nature and so like wrote the New King's
I,
Bible, the new, you
I
know what I'm
actually like
saying?
the King James version of the Bible, like the one the Baptists use. I don't I don't mind it. My
Yeah, he
thing
was
is like
he
I think
was
the
he was a slave owner and all that kind of stuff too. Like
well,
he
yeah,
wrote
Slave
that.
Owner can still write a good book.
Yeah, no, I'm just
Michael
saying
Jackson
like
made
this
good
is
music, and there's horrible accusations about him.
right. No, I'm just saying like where is the truth, right? I think we find it within ourselves. So I kind of like get that. What do you think? I'm just
well,
saying some of it comes with what you go through, right?
Well,
That's
that's
how
why
you
I
get
think that's why
better.
I like that's why I like Buddhism. Like I think Christianity is awesome. If I'll do of anything, I don't consider myself a Buddhist. I don't really even consider myself. But I would say like technically, I'd be considering myself a Christian because that's how I was raised and
Yeah, and I
saw
have
most of my
Christian,
life. Right, Catholic.
right?
However, and I do like the Bible. I think it's one of the best books ever. But for me, Buddhism at this point is in terms of the main religions, it's the easiest one to most user friendly um, system to religious spiritual system in order to try to help you navigate the world, man, and get peace of mind.
No,
Even though
no,
I'm sure
and
you can find that in the Bible, it's just that all that flowery language and the way it's set up, it's kind of clunky at times, which yeah, still the
yeah.
greatest book,
Well,
but you know what I mean.
yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I'm not a Christian. I have Christian values. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because to be a Christian, you have to walk that way and be that way. And unfortunately, what do they say? You have one foot in and one foot out, kind of thing. It's like pick or choose, right?
Yeah.
So, and I'm just being real. You know what I mean?
I know
I'm
people like
not
that with
fucking
Buddhism. Like Sri Buddha, he wouldn't even consider himself a Buddhist, but he'll say that like I haven't taken the vows to be a Buddhist. However, I like the system and whatnot of it.
yeah,
And and I think the reason why we like Buddhism is because the Buddha in general he dealt with direct experience of things, and that's not that Jesus didn't do that, but like I think the book of Buddha really focused on that. And I think that's really helpful, especially for someone like me who has a pragmatic way of looking at things. Like, is this practical? Can I use this right now? Type shit. Like, so, like that's why the Buddha is interesting. He was trying to, he taught you how to work on yourself, your mind,
right.
how you
That's
look
why
at things.
I'm not a bit like I'm not gonna lie, dude. I don't really know a lot about Buddhism at all, and I even said that before. I really don't. I'm trying to learn here. Like,
I think
and I like what it's about, though. I think all of them are important. There's something you can get out of each. You know what I mean? I truly believe that
uh-huh.
it's someone's walk of life, bro, and that's what you know. I don't know. I believe it or not, I'm in the East Coast, so it's all Catholic here, but I'm not Catholic.
Yeah,
I went to
mostly.
Episcopalian church, which is pretty close to, you know what I mean? So
Yeah. And yeah, no, I'm sure you like good documentary on Wolfie.
what's
You like
that? I'm
documentary?
sorry.
You like
Oh yeah,
documentaries?
absolutely. I like documentaries better than I like movies, to be honest with
I'm
you.
watching. I'm watching this one right now. I assume it's like a PBS one that came out a few years back. But
Yeah.
if you really want to know about like the Buddha in his life and what he kind of taught, this is really fun. I'm almost done watching it. I just put it in the back. It's a good one. So I would highly recommend you watch that one.
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
good.
bro, can I ask you a quick question? Have you ever
It's
read
in the back.
Saint John of the Cross's poetry? Just curious. He has some nice poetry.
Well, that sounds cool.
Yeah, it's Saint John of the Cross. Have you read his poetry?
No, I've
Yeah.
never.
Well, he was a Catholic, but I think his poetry was great wisdom, though. Some of it.
St. John of the Cross. That's interesting. Let me look it
It
up.
sounds
Also.
familiar though, for sure. Yeah, don't. I'm not a good reader here, but I like audiobooks better.
Too
For
much
me, that's just me.
stimulation with the internet. We need to start reading more in general. I think. Yeah. Okay, I got St. John of the Cross. What's up, Machine Lies? How's it going, sir? What's up, my friend?
Yeah,
Here
greetings.
you go. All right, he's back. Good. Let's see, St. John. The Night, Buddha, the Night of the Soul. That's a poem he had or something?
Yeah, Dark Night of the Soul. It's a very nice
Mhm.
poem. Yeah, it's a very nice poem.
Oh, it won't let me read it. Punk. Hmm. Oh, on a dark night, clad in love with yearnings, oh happy chance, I went forth without being observed, my house being now at rest, in darkness and secure by the secret ladder, distinguished, oh happy chance. Uh-oh, secret ladder, is that some Masonic stuff, Machine? What do you think?
Perhaps.
Yeah. What's up, man? What's up, soul brother? How's it going? So this thing about the soul and all that, because I've been wrestling with this or dancing with it. Do you think it's even important to even believe either way, there's a soul or not? You personally, what do you think about that? What's up, Sam? Good to see you.
I think it's sort of extra, you know, because I guess what would really be important is what relationship does the soul have to the body and the mind, right?
Okay.
So when I think of soul, I think of maybe it's not the sort of will or sort of the awareness, but sort of the thoughts. Right, so it could be like a realm of thoughts, a dimension
Uh-huh.
of thoughts that's available to a person, right? And I don't think that everybody has one. Definitely, right? It seems like not everybody has a soul, right? Definitely, I think that if you think of if plants and animals have souls, I think the answer is definitely yes, right? So I think the fact is that the soul has something to do with life, right? It has something to do with the spirit, right? Obviously, it's there in Platonic philosophy, right? So it's pre-Christian, right? So you have the discussions about the tripartite soul in Platonic philosophy. You have the discussions about the soul, obviously in Christian, philosophy, right? They developed this concept, right? Obviously, the Jews developed this concept as well, right, in kind of a different way, right? For the Christians, the soul sort of yearns to like go back to the connection with God,
Oh yeah.
right? Whereas in the Jewish Kabbalah, right, the soul kind of yearns to ascend up the hierarchy of being, right? So here's a line from the Kabbalah, right? I actually have it. I have some of it here, right? And it talks about the soul, right? So here in a section from the Zohar, the Book of Radiance, where it says the highest grade of faith, it says the quote unquote soul, or the nafish. That is the Hebrew word for soul. It's called nafish, right? In the Arabic translation, it's called nafs, right? Nafs is like the ego, right? So the soul is kind of like the ego, right? So it says the soul stands in
Like that.
intimate relation to the body, right? Nourishing and upholding it. It is below the first stirring. Having acquired due worth, it becomes the throne for the spirit. Ruach. So R-U-A-H, roughly speaking, I'm not like a master of Hebrew or anything, but that is the spirit, right? Usually translated in a feminine sense, right? As Ruah, R-U-A-H, right? Whereas soul is Nafish, right? So they distinguish the soul and the spirit, right? And then they say that once the soul is developed, it becomes a throne for the spirit, right? So that's the second thing that they've said, right? So it says, until the spirit be poured upon us from on high, Isaiah 32:15. And when these two, soul and spirit, have duly readied themselves, they are worthy to receive the super soul, Nashama, resting in turn upon the throne of the spirit, Ruah. The super soul stands preeminent and not to be perceived. There is throne upon throne, and for the highest a throne. Okay, so it just goes on from there, but yeah, it's an intro to that.
I actually, it sounds. I don't think this goes against the new age way of looking at things. I like the idea of actually, that's refreshing, that the soul is actually the ego. When you read that part,
I think it's equated to the ego or the thoughts.
Yeah,
right. You got to bring your thoughts in line, right? So the soul has to be refined, right? It's like something that develops, right? So in a lot of traditions, the soul is something that has to be developed, whereas the spirit is something that can't really be refined anymore, right?
Like
so
the spirit seems like some like pure essence or something.
Exactly
like
right. Yeah.
Wow.
So So and this is not to do with what I believe, but yeah, but yeah, if I had to think of soul, I'd probably connect it to the thoughts or the ego from the research that I've done, looking at tons of different traditions and stuff, right? I think that's what they're talking about, right?
That's interesting. You said that because you're like, it's not necessarily what I believe. So are you saying that like that because you sound like you're like a teacher, professor, scientist would say something like that, like this is what all the research I have, right? But you're still able to separate that from what you believe, right? So am I in the right track in the sense that like it isn't? So are you saying like it doesn't have to?
Yeah, I'm definitely not. I'm definitely not a Platonist or a Kabbalist, right? I just like to see what they've said and then the conglomeration of their views. Obviously, I don't doubt that the people who believe those things, that they have coherence, right? And that they are actually, doing things in the world, right? So, you have to respect their understanding of things to a certain extent, right? But no, I don't put my stamp of approval on Plato or the Kabbalah, I think.
But the thing is, though, it's like, as you seem like a pragmatic pragmatist like myself in the sense that like even though you may not believe that, like there's a lot of people that do, or even worse, even crazier, a lot of people with influence that do.
Right. That's why you got to have due diligence when you're critiquing their views. Right. You can't just be haphazardly just dismiss things. Or just come to your own conclusions about things.
Yeah.
Either way is pretty much, I think it's.
Yeah, I don't know what you call this, but like, soul or not, I guess whatever this is epic. This reminds me of that. Yeah, maybe they're like Wiccan said earlier. There is something deeper than the quote unquote human or whatever. You want to call it soul or whatever. Like this is it for me, man. I remember this picture was taken in Taiwan about maybe about 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. And look at that, man. Like that's at the beach. Now I don't know if you can see me, my son, and myself in the picture.
Yeah, I was about to ask if that's you. Yeah, that's
in the corner. We're sitting. I'm sitting there with him. He's probably 4 years old or something like that. There, maybe a little older, 4 or 5. And it's like reminds me of like the old Chinese Zen paintings, like where it's like man sitting with sun, like or you have to look for the man sitting because it's because the Zen will let you know, or Taoist, whatever you want to call it, that like it's all one, right? The scenery and the person and all that. So.
Yeah, it's like like the show on Nickelodeon, Alex Mack.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Where she turned into like that, silver liquid stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that looks like. It looks like that silver liquid. It's crazy.
It does, like shining off the ground. Even it's everywhere.
Yeah, from that Busta Rhymes video. But yeah.
When I think of silver liquid, I start thinking, that's the Terminator. That's the first time I saw that. I think that's where the Janet Jackson got it from Terminator 2. Yeah. You guys remember that? The liquid metal?
Oh, yeah. That was terrifying. Yeah, when he reformed. Yeah.
And I'll tell you this, bro. Like, okay, getting into psychedelics. Not that I've done psychedelics a lot, but like one of the last times I did it, it was like that ayahuasca concoction. And that's what I saw, bro. On like my peripheral right now, all around my, this first person view, Call of Duty view we have right now, all of us. I literally saw that goo everywhere, and it started to seep into the middle of my vision. It's like, is this? Yeah. It was like, what is that, bro? Is that supposed to be?
Dude, that must have been trippy, bro.
Oh yeah.
It was also in Donnie Darko. It's in a lot of things.
It's in a lot of things. Huh?
That goo, right? Or it's like,
you know what it looks like too? It looks like speaking of the old alchemists, Chinese alchemists, like what do they call that? Mercury or something.
Exactly. Aluminum blocking the sun.
Right. Yeah. That too. Yeah. I don't know, man.
Strontium, barium, all that good stuff.
All that stuff.
Quicksilver.
Yeah. But yeah, when I had the name of it, I was gonna do a show about the soul. I'm like, this picture reminds me of. I don't know. This is because was it Avian you're reading earlier, or was I reading something earlier? We're talking about like it's bigger than the soul's huge. It's probably huge, right? But it's just compressed into our body.
I want to say it's a great picture, though. Absolutely.
Yeah, I really like this picture, man. It encompasses
it's a good
lot
picture.
Of things there. Yeah, because even if I wasn't there with my son, it wouldn't. It would still be a beautiful, like godly picture. I think represents the beauty of creation and whatnot. But with me and my son, there, it reminds me of like, as above, so below as above. However beautiful that is up there, and I don't try to be egotistical with this, but like that's inside of us, me and my son, right there.
It reminds me of the paintings of Monet. Yeah, Monet. It reminds me of Monet.
Ah, yes, yeah, with the merging of the colors and the dreamlike, yeah.
Yeah, another painter who I think tends to have a kind of soul-like aspect is Maxfield Parrish. Have you heard of him? I like his paintings a lot. Maxfield Parrish. His paintings are really beautiful. It kind of like this too, kind of.
Just a Bob Ross guy, I guess.
He's a legend though too. Like his paintings are beautiful.
Well, it's the only one I got to see paint.
Did you actually see him in person or something?
No, it's on TV, man. When you in the
Oh.
ghetto, that's all you get is PBS, man.
In the ghetto, yeah.
Free channels,
there's-
man.
Yeah, it was on the KQED. We called it the PBS station. Yeah, I think in your style, even you're like the surrealist a lot. Seems like, huh? This is cool. This is
Yeah,
Max
yeah.
Parrish right here.
Yeah, I can give you one of his paintings I like a lot. It also reminds me of what you said. Let me get it again. But yeah, his stuff is very good. Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, that was fine. I like the first one too, like the clouds and the pill.
Yeah, it's just that.
You
Oh,
get
the
that.
cat.
That's
Yeah, I'm
Wolfie on a
sorry. I'm on
Sunday.
my phone, guys. I can't see that well.
That's Wolfie
but
on
yeah.
a Sunday. It's called Wolfie on a Sunday.
Yeah. I
Is
give
it
you
really?
one I like a lot.
No.
Yeah. Shit,
If you
man.
can
Get
share
out of
it.
here. I was gonna say that's amazing, dude. Good pick.
I thought this picture was actually real people right there, Machine. I thought this was real, like some type of impressionist, like a, like acting or something or whatever. That's her painting. That's wild.
It's the same dude, though, right?
It could be. It looks like actually this is like it's a girl.
Oh, I can't. I
think
just know they're brown with
I don't know.
yellow
That might
stuff
be a
on them.
girl too. I don't know.
Yeah, I gave you my favorite painting from him in the back. If you can quickly share that, that would be appreciated.
Oh, you got the
Yeah, so
Masons right there. Look at that. The
look at the
black
checkerboard.
checkerboard.
Yeah, on the Life magazine. Ooh, got a lot of things going on right there, man. Social engineering. Damn.
And eating some
Look at those
stew.
socks. I definitely wear some shoes and socks like that. I can rock that. Let me see. You sent it in the back?
Yeah, I gave the image in the back. If you can share that, that would be cool. Quickly.
Gave it in the back. Let's see. What are we doing here?
In the back.
That one right there. Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
Oh yeah, that's fire.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's my favorite painting of his. Yeah.
Look at the reflection of the clouds on the water.
Dude, that's a beautiful. That looks real.
Yeah, I was talking about this yesterday with Shadow. Like, I don't even need to. It'd be great to get high, definitely, but like, I come to a point where like I can just sit and enjoy something like that. I think for at least an hour or so, maybe longer, to sit at a place like that. It's amazing right there. Huh?
Yeah,
So
get a
sick.
green screen and freaking get a chair.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it'd be around you right there. Yeah. Smoking a nice spliff and then out there would even be more epic. But this is beautiful. Where is he painting out of? Is he what is he, a German? Let me see. He's American. He's an American illustrator. It says. Holy shit! Some of these are okay. Man, these are epic. I need to get some of these paintings. You guys need to see this. This one
Is
right
that
here.
a golf course or am I bugging?
It looked like a golf course, man. It could be.
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah. Speaking of golf course, shout out to my friend Chema, my brother. I'm sorry to hear about the loss of your father. And my friend, one of my good friends, his dad just passed away. Yeah, so appreciate you.
My condolences. Rest in peace,
Yeah.
man. Sorry.
Yeah. Him and his dad used to work at a Burlingame Country Club. They were the head landscapers. That's why it made me think about them right now. Yeah, his dad was the head landscaper, which is like you're basically like an architect, landscaper. If you're like taking care of like one of the most prestigious like country clubs, golf courses in the Bay Area, called the Peninsula. Burlingame's a very affluent city outside of San Francisco.
Yeah, you got to know what you're doing. Yeah.
Yeah. Monet. Mm-hmm. You want some Moet? Where is it? Okay, I gotta show you this one. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at this one. The princess bringing home the singing tree from Arabian Nights. Wow. looks pretty dope. Like that one, Wolfie?
I can't see it that well.
Oh, okay.
No, I
Pretty
got
epic.
it.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's all right.
There's another one. Daybreak it's called.
I didn't realize I could zoom in when I'm on here.
Oh yeah, you can zoom in good on the phone.
Yeah.
Look at that one. Mm-hmm.
What's going on there?
That might be that's like some type of nymph or something, huh?
Yeah, some dude's bending over and there's some guy laying down. Like,
That's a girl or something like
oh,
that. I think.
well, if you look at art, like every painting, they have their gems in them. You know what I'm saying? The meanings.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with hip hop. It's kind of it's
They
art.
have their style. This guy Styles, he likes to use the mountains a lot, and I'm noticing, and the clouds and stuff, and people like jumping off the mountain. So, okay, he's pretty dope. I'll put him in there as an OG art. He's a soul. We gotta have soul. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, Machine, in Pakistan, what's the main religion?
It's Islam.
Islam. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of formed because of Islam.
Mm-hmm. Do they have? Oh, the country. That's right, huh? Because
Yeah, it's kind of like
the
Israel,
Hindu.
where it's like
Yeah.
it's like a country that's formed by Muslims, but it's not really Islamic.
Yeah, they love the Mecca.
But they needed to have something to congregate around, right? Just to have.
It was a joke, but
No, but it seems like they needed something like you said, even though they're not necessarily that was maybe not the top priority, but they needed something to rally around, I guess, huh? Or so other people can see. That's why they went. They was formed
Yeah.
around there. Yeah.
Yeah, but not all the Muslims left India. There's still millions of Muslims in India and China.
Yeah, I figure. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, but what about this? This is the question because this is why it interests me about Mahayana Buddhism and how this ties to shamanism, like the Buddhist religions in there. What was like the Islamic religions over there? And if do you think they influenced that type of Islam over there in Pakistan? Those things.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Buddhism and Hinduism have influenced
Mm-hmm.
Islam in
Wow.
Pakistan, I think.
That's
you
pretty
can tell
awesome.
because it's different than the way the Arabs pray. Right, the Muslims, right, in India, in Pakistan, they're a lot more superstitious. Right, they've incorporated some of the pagan practices into the Islam. So there's lots of instances where that's happened. Not only in in India, but also in Indonesia, right? In Eastern and Northern Africa,
Mm-hmm.
right? The Islam has taken over, like
oh,
they've
big time.
taken some of their cultural practices and combined it with Islam.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I like that show. Ask Zad. You see me play that sometimes, where that guy, Ahim's what's his name, Akhim, the Sheikh, where he's giving he always says, "I'm giving the ruling on people call in from all over the Muslim world with questions about if they're following the Prophet or whatnot." Like, yeah.
I don't know, but it's weird if you have to call somebody to ask if you're doing the right thing. It's kind of weird.
Well, not if not. It's I don't think it is in terms. Maybe if you're a Christian, but in terms of Islam, certain types of Islam, I don't think it is because they have specific rules that they have to follow. So, and I think that's why a lot of some people do like it because that's why I actually like some of the things about it. It's because there's specific, no gray area. Sometimes it's just
no. You're right. There's a lot of good things in all of it, dude. Christianity, you name it, dude. There's some good stuff. Do I know everything? No. I'm just saying. I think like we all have a moral compass, man. You know if you're doing something wrong or not, right? I would think so.
Mhm.
Like, do we really need a book? I mean, it's good to learn things. Like, don't. That's not what I. But I think we have that in us. You know what I mean? Like a cat come out the womb, they know how to hunt. They know once. You know what I mean? It just comes to them. You don't have to teach them.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I know
I
you're
mean,
laughing at me because I'm such a dumbass, but you know what I'm trying
I'm
to
not
say. I
laughing at
think
you.
it's.
I was laughing
yeah,
at
I
I
mean,
you.
think
it's
it's.
kind of. I mean, it's kind of simplistic to boil like the achievements of like tons of different
I'm not
types of
shitting
people
on it
into
either.
like just a book. When it's like, I don't know. I think
No,
like they definitely did more than just read a fucking book. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, you mean
Like, for
Islamic
example, like
books?
right now, there's like 1 billion Muslims on Earth, right? They all believe different
no,
things.
I'm not.
Right? They all follow different shit.
No,
They all
no.
read different books.
Right, and
Yeah.
I'm not shitting on that at all. And you're right. It's not all about the books. It's the stuff
Yeah,
they
but
put into it.
yeah, but you
And I
rely on
understand what you're
hundreds of
saying.
people. Yeah, but you rely on hundreds of people that read books. When shit goes wrong for you, you're gonna rely on them, whether you like it or not. Just because you don't look, just because
I
you don't
never
call,
denied that.
just because you don't call somebody when something goes wrong, doesn't mean you don't rely on the achievements of hundreds of people who do rely on books and shit.
No.
Right?
What I was saying, I'm not calling on anybody. It's just in yourself, like you know. But yeah,
You think so?
it's good.
You may know, but sometimes you need someone to help you, like fish it
Oh, of
out.
course, and I'm not denying that. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying, like in general, like you know the do's and the don'ts. You should be better. Like,
You think so? Well, yeah. Some people, yeah. For some people, they could say that, but yeah.
well, you know the devil is on one shoulder and the angel's on the other. That's your mind, and
Yeah,
But
it's
that's
like,
not enough.
yeah, that's
yeah,
all
it's
I
like
was saying. I'm not shitting on the books or anything like that. No, we all need books, bro. I read. I got books to grow and the plant. Absolutely, man. I'm not denying that whatsoever. But
Mhm.
I was just saying I don't.
yeah, I'm talking about
It's
like another way to look at it is there's a guy who came through with a book, and that book led to
experience.
people writing millions of other books.
Mhm.
All right,
Absolutely. And what
so
did
what do
he
you
write those books?
so what are you gonna
Right.
follow? You're gonna follow a book that led to people writing millions of other books, or you're just gonna follow just some shit that you just made up in your own fucking head?
Or are you
I don't know.
or are you gonna live a life and actually do things and then write a book? I think that's what you're
That's what the
saying,
dude
right?
did. Yeah, that's what the dude did. He started an
Exactly.
army.
That's
He united all the tribes. He went around. He like fucking that
right.
army went and conquered North Africa, conquered the Roman territory. Yeah, they were fucking cleaning shit up, bro. It is what it is.
Yeah, well, you have to admit things also get misconstrued over time. Like I can tell you something, and then you tell somebody else something, and it changes, right? That's what
Yeah,
they say.
I think so. But the cool thing about Islam is like to
And I'm not talking about just
to safeguard.
I'm not just talking about that. I'm talking about just any books in general. I'm not talking about anybody.
But I'm using Islam as an example. You're not talking about that. But I'll just say the cool thing about that is once I started studying the Islam about like, especially in terms of the hadiths, which this is no disrespect, but I consider them kind of like the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, his like kind of like his greatest supporters, like their vlogs about him, their takes on him, right? About what he shared about his great stories and whatnot, the great things that actually happened. And I think that's cool because like there's a scholarly tradition in Islam where people talk about like, okay, this is the story we heard about him. Let's see if it adds up. And like, and some of the hadiths are more credited than other, or more have more weight than others. Have more they have more validity than others. But the point is
Some
that they're
don't.
actually going out of their way to try to give receipts to the stories and whatnot. And I think
No,
that's cool.
absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I think that's awesome too. History is one of my favorites. It just then you start learning Christopher Columbus didn't do this and he used this and that. Like all these things, are they true?
Yeah,
Are they not?
history.
Like history
History
is
is
weird,
great as
bro.
long as we can, especially when we can relate it to what's going on now. And I think that's what's cool. And that's why I like this one
Yep.
show. Whether one person either agree with Islam or not, I think it's interesting to me, like how people will call this guy up and ask him his take, and he uses the Quran as well as the Hadith as his receipts. Like somebody had this question I want to show you. It's interesting about. They said, was Adolf Hitler good because he killed enemies of Islam? Listen to his answers.
Yeah, for the record, I don't know anything about Islam, and I'll state that right now, just like I don't know anything about Buddhism until you guys were talking about it. And TML reading that stuff last time, that was really it's really trippy. But yeah, no, I'm willing to learn, bro. I'm not hating on it whatsoever. I'm just kind of saying like history's not always the truth. That's you know what I mean. So,
Yeah, sure.
you got to question everything. I get it. And
Shit, our
TML's
history
like
that we
shaking
told
his head
about
right now.
ourselves might not be even the same. The history we told ourselves about what our life was might not even be accurate. Look at this, what it says. The machine, we need these type of rates. Counseling session. $110 for half an hour of marriage counseling and this counsel advice on personal issues. Pretty good. That's pretty good money, right? Let's see what he has to say.
Muzammil from Kashmir.
Oh shit! He said they're from the Kashmir. That's kind of by Pakistan, right, Machine?
Yeah, it's kind of like a disputed territory.
Yes. Yeah. They had the great
Oh, bro.
Kashmir.
Don't get your channel taken down, bro.
Why? What happened? Oh,
read
man.
that.
All right. It's a fucking. I mean, we're talking about history and shit.
They don't care. It's AI, buddy.
That's all right. Thank you, though.
Some people claim Adolf Hitler was a good person simply because he killed many Jews, and they argue that Jews are enemies of Islam. Is this view correct according to the teachings of Islam? And what should be the proper Islamic attitude towards such historical figures and events? Jazakumullahu khair.
This is sick logic. It's like saying Satan is a good person because he managed to take a lot of the disbelievers to hell by derailing them and diverting them from the straight path into hell. This is sick. Hitler was a dictator, a murderer, and just because he killed our enemies does not make him an ally. As Muslims, we judge people for who they are. He's a disbeliever. And he did heinous things and things that normal humans would not accept.
Mm-hmm.
And not all Jews are evil.
Mm-hmm.
Among the Jews, there are good people. There are lots of rotten people. So among the Muslims, there are lots of good people and there are rotten people. Why would we paint everyone with the same brush? It's unfair. We have to come back to reality and judge things through the spectrum of Quran and Sunnah to see what
the Sunnah is the Hadith.
Yo, but he's speaking facts, though, bro. I like.
No, he's based. He's based his take. That's a nice.
Two wrongs don't make a right, right, Gabriel? Yeah. Two wrongs don't make a right. Doesn't matter.
No. Well,
but simply to come to a tyrant and say, well, he did this and that to our enemies, so he's number one. No, it's not at all the case, and Allah knows best.
Well, that's pretty based. But speaking of that, like, what did you say? You said two wrongs don't make a right.
No, he's saying that. No, go ahead.
I mean, I'll say like the saints of the Christians and the Muslims, right? They are well educated. They know the proper responses. You know, they're up to date and they're understanding of science and philosophy, right? But they don't really challenge anything that's going on, right? So that's really the problem with all of them, is that they're just kind of basically just conformists, and then they use their religion to grift, online, right? So I mean, if it's something you really believe in, shouldn't you really teach it for free, right? I don't really understand the point of getting paid to teach something that you think is like a way of life that everybody should practice, whether or not they get paid,
Well, you
right?
just
It's
said it,
really,
TML.
yeah. I mean, so honestly, I can't trust it, but but the
It's a
fact
way of
is
life.
yeah, and they're also making sure that Christians and Muslims really go against each other a lot, right? While certain other groups of people go to the bank and and whatnot.
It's
All
a,
right, so there's
it's the
all
same
this
thing
going on.
with
What's that? Same thing that what?
Yeah, you got cut off there.
No, I cut myself off because I need to learn to listen a little bit more instead of speak. But I was going to say it's the same thing they do with black and white. It's the same thing they do with everything.
Oh, trying to
Religions. They
break up.
want you to come in. Yeah, they want us to fight each other. It's all the same kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's all by design, in my opinion. And I'm sorry, TML, for cutting you off.
No, it's fine. I was
Do you
done.
think it's more of a human condition than more than like literally designed?
Well, we're programmed. That's why I call it designed. Because that's
Mm.
all we see on in the United States anyway, dude. It's always you see what they give you as movies and TV shows and how they push the gayness on you. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's all right in your face. But yes, it's up to us to break out of that. But some people don't,
Yeah.
bro. You
Well,
know, and
yeah.
it's
They don't. Other than that, a lot of people don't. This is why, like, I'm kind of happy about. Like, this channel's fun and it'll always be there. This will be like my personal channel, but I'm gonna put in the work on my other channel, the Mantra 93 channel with Shadow Buddha, because like a lot of people, besides y'all, a lot of people around here, they're not very kind and mindful and thoughtful. At least, in my opinion, my humble opinion. Like so. Yeah, man, it's not fun to be around people like that all the time. Yeah, Shadow Buddha gave me this the other day. This is cool. This is this thing called his guide to daily Buddhist living. It's a study guide, and kind of like things you can do like daily in terms of a Buddhist perspective. Because like that's what I was telling you. I see myself as a pragmatic person, and like things that actually like are practical, see if they have results. So this is cool. I was reading this earlier, the development of loving kindness. This is another practice which is beneficial as it counteracts states of mind rooted in aversions. Dosa is metta bhadavita. Widely practiced by people in Buddhist countries, the advantages are many, ranging from an increase in personal happiness through such social beliefs as having many good friends. I like that. To ease of meditation practices, dying unconfused, and at least gaining a good rebirth. So, as part of one's daily practices, one should recite this traditional passage used in all Buddhist countries of Southeast Asia. May I have no amenity. May I have no hurtfulness. May I have no troubles of mind and body. May I be able to protect my own happiness. That's like we don't blame people, huh? Whether beings are there or may they have no amenity, whatever beings there are, may they have no hurtfulness, whatever beings there are, may they have no troubles of mind and body, whatever beings there are, may they be able to protect their own happiness. I like that. Like that's something that we have in mind. While chanting both these recollections, one should not be too hurried. Take time over them and pause for reflection. Each phrase has been chanted in this way. One prepares the mind for the next part of one's practice. That's a cool mantra, man, just to get you out of a state of just being all revved up and shit. I like that. So I'll put this in the chat. This is a pretty good study guide right here. Anybody wants to check it out. Thanks, Shadow Buddha.
Yeah, blessings.
Here you go, right here, machine. What happened? Oh, look at this. This would be interesting. According to this, this is this probably be rude to him, but I don't know what else to call him. This type of Islam, Wahhabis, machine. It's Saudi Arabian, Saudi Arabian Islam right here. But this is where he has to. So this is what happens to our soul between our death and reincarnation, according to him. According to the. Oh, look at the price went up. This is an old video. It was only $100 before. I mean, they call that inflation and all that. You know where he's from, Wolfie? This guy, or he's actually from, even though he works in Saudi Arabia. Guess.
No, maybe. No, I don't think so.
He's from Indonesia. No, Malaysia. Excuse me, Malaysia. No, Malaysia. He's Malay. Yeah, he's from Malay.
Oh, the dude on the channel right now?
Yeah, he's from Malaysia, but he's a sheikh, a teacher in Saudi Arabia.
He left. Or is he still here? I can't.
Irfan says, what happens to us at the time of death and up until the day of resurrection? Irfan, this is something that we don't have enough knowledge of. We know that when a person is on his deathbed, that he undergoes the process of his soul exiting his body. And this is when the angel of death takes his body. Let me rephrase that. When the angel of death takes his soul from his body. A believer, as the Prophet said, alayhi salatu wasalam, would have his soul depart his body like a drop coming out of a water container, softly and nicely and without any pain.
Yeah, you want it to be smooth, right? Yeah, that's what I actually think that some of the reasons why people go so hard with meditation and yoga and all that stuff and other things, right? To ease the transition from death to whatever happens next. What do you guys think?
I don't know, man. I haven't been there. I couldn't tell you, bro.
Yeah.
Watching my mom, though. I could tell, watching my mom when she was on her way out, she wasn't there, but she would say things like, don't do this. I'm not ready yet. Like, it's scary, bro. It's weird shit.
Yeah.
So I can attest to that, but yeah.
Yeah, there's something to be said about that. Like, you get some moment of clarity before you're about to go to the other side. And maybe if you're in pain, you couldn't even communicate that. Like, literally something happens where you get able to communicate some things. Now it may not make sense to the people that are there with you, but
yeah, if you watch people die, they're definitely communicating with something. Right? So,
yeah.
I don't know. Anybody who's seen somebody die, they're talking to something.
Yes. Yeah.
She was also on morphine, but still, it was too good to like. It wasn't like do this, you know. It was straight up like, don't do this, like perfect. And because we were arguing in the room too, though, it's kind of weird. So it was like really weird shit. So I don't know.
She said don't argue. She's saying don't argue too.
No. I just think we weren't really arguing loud. It was me and my auntie Lulu. She was just messing around because I had a long goatee. She's like, you need to shave that off. And then all of a sudden, my mom just said, don't do this, stop. And it was just really weird. And after she said some other things, it was hard to handle. But yeah, it's just really strange, man. She wasn't. It's like looking at somebody just laying there sleeping, and all of a sudden they jump up, stop it, with their eyes closed. It was weird. She was in hospice too, by the way. So, and she ended up passing. Yeah, she ended up passing away, freaking like 8 hours later. So it's kind of weird, man.
Oh yeah, like, so I'm sorry for your loss. That's tough. And Steve Jobs, he did something similar too. I read his biography with my class, and like he was sick and probably on morphine and stuff, and he kind of sat up in his bed, said a couple things, and then he passed away after that. And before that, he wasn't saying anything for a while. They were saying, his family. Think about it, like when you're born as a baby, if there is another side, you were there not too long ago, right? We could say maybe like 9 months before that, right, or whatever. And then when you die, when you quote unquote die, you're about to die. You're very close to the other side too. So there could be like a connotation there, a resonance with both those coming and going. Yeah, you're close to the veil that usually separates us.
Before the soul came out, he
What's up,
is
Brian?
not suffering. No, we know that.
What about people who die instantly? I would assume that their transition is quick, right? Maybe it is jarring too, though. So I've heard some people think that that's where we get ghosts from. Some people don't know their death was so sudden and unexpected that they still think that they're alive. Excuse me, or their consciousness thinks that they're still alive or whatever, or
they're stuck. Right.
Yeah.
Or in a house, they're stuck. They just don't know how to move on. I've heard all that stuff. Yeah.
Right.
Who knows, man?
Yeah. Yeah. Who knows? What's up, Vance? How's it going?
How you doing, Gabriel? How you doing, Wolfie? Shout out to Wolfie, by the way.
Yeah.
And Machine Lies. Yeah. Well, what's good, guys?
What's up,
I apologize for interrupting your conversation.
Nah, you're good. No, you're good. You're good. We got about a half hour before I gotta go to my appointment. But like, nah, it's cool, bro. We're talking about the soul and whatnot. I started reading. We started watching some of this Saudi Arabian Muslims take on the soul.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And what do you think? Do you think you have a soul? Do you think people have a soul or don't have a soul? Sounds like there's some background noise in the back, Vanta, like the air conditioner or something.
Oh yeah, it's probably the fan. Oh, you hear the fan? My bad. Okay. God damn it. Okay.
I mean, if you need it, that's okay. You can leave it on and all that shit. But
I'll mute myself and I'll answer real quick. Go ahead.
Yeah. What do you think about the soul? Do you think we have one? Do you think? What do you think it is? Yeah, if we do have one.
Ever since we left Islam, ever since I left Islam, it's a hard question, Gabriel, because I always combat the conversation between is it like a consciousness that just evaporates? Is it energy, or the soul goes elsewhere, like a higher level of consciousness, like heaven and hell, whatever. So I can tell you, like, as an agnostic in between, I would like to think maybe that there would be a next level going forward if we pass away right now. Hopefully. Yeah, because it would be a shame, Gabriel, like, we did all this stuff in real life and then here today, gone tomorrow, and poof, zero. Like, what's the point? Yeah.
We had the saving point in the simulation. What happened to the save memory card?
No, and I agree with him. Because I was telling my brother he's not like into spiritual shit or anything like that. I was like, dude, look at this tree. Look at that squirrel. Look at a bunny. Look at the fish that dude just caught. I'm naming all these things. You think this is all by accident? Like, come on, everything's so perfectly designed. We have everything we need to eat, everything we need to heal each other, and we have things that we can poison people with too. I'm just saying, like, there's so many things out there. I mean,
right.
You think this is all just by accident and we just poof, here we are. Came out of vagina, right. Here we are. Wham, wham, wham. Yeah. I don't believe that.
Out of the Buddhist perspective, like all the things you mentioned, like the squirrel, the tree, the human, the mom with the vagina, if anything, you could have been all those things. at one point too. And this is what I was talking to Shadow Buddha about the other day. About for a long time we've been talking about this dialogue about. I mean, if there is a soul, is it in constant flux? Is it in constant changing, morphing? You know, all those things. If you believe in reincarnation or whatever, go ahead, answer.
I'll be real quick because I want other the panel to speak. But real quick, my personal hell will be reincarnation because I don't want to come back, bro. I don't want to come back as a goddamn fly or a dog, even as a human. I'm like, you know what? I'm just tired. Can you let me rest? Let me rest. Yeah. Reincarnation is my own personal hell. Like, don't bring me back.
Well, it wouldn't. Would you? But you wouldn't.
You wouldn't know, right?
You
Is
couldn't
that what
know.
they
You
say?
couldn't know. Well, that's what the whole dialogue between me and Shadow Buddha is. We're talking about like there's an
Right.
old Buddhist way of thinking that you don't remember. There's another one that says you do in a sense cycle through all the.
No, you're right,
Mhm.
Gabriel. Real quick, again, you're correct because maybe I have been reincarnated as Vanta. Maybe I had a past life. Who knows?
Many.
Yeah, I think it also depends on like your deeds, right? Because I think some people come back as hungry ghosts, right?
Yes.
So then what they
Different
like what most people think is like poop and pee, like that's like food for them, right? And then and then like basically like the rest of the people, right? And it's the same thing for Plato, right? Because Plato believed in reincarnation, but the way you remember things is based on the way your soul was refined in this life, right?
Yes.
So then you get to drink these waters, and these waters, right, either like how much you drink it depends on how much you forget, and how much you get to drink is based on what you did, right?
Right, and it's kind of a view of an afterlife. I mean, just like the big three, the Jews, Christians, and Muslims. But his version is interesting.
I think it's
but
called
like
Waters of the Rivers of Lethe or something like that. But
yes, yeah. Now we're talking about two different things in a sense. Like where Vanta's talking about, he doesn't necessarily wants to be reincarnated as a fly or an animal. And I think under the Buddhist step, there's different stipulations of how you lived your life that you would be reincarnated as an animal, or a human, or a deva, an angel, we could say. I think what we were reading the other day is that like actually being reincarnated as a human is actually something that's actually a very rare thing. So I think when I heard about that, I'm like, whoa, that kind of makes our life, could make one's life seem a little bit more epic, even if it is seems boring or filled with struggle. If you're like, actually, it's like, you know what I mean? It's not.
No, Gabriel, real quick, like,
go ahead.
I engage a lot of literacy media via books, via movies, via video games, where I studied, especially Buddhism. Buddhism is a very unique thing, right? I'm sorry for my fan because
no, go ahead. No, it's fine. It's hot, bro. We need it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm trying to block the fan from my mic, but
no, it sounds much better. It's okay. You're good.
Okay. But yeah, like basically, it's like obviously you have your biblical, Quranic, or Judaic text, right? It's like heaven and earth, prophets. You know, here comes this, the ultimate Messiah, XYZ. And then you have the Eastern text, where usually the Eastern text is like, you are your own soul. Like it's up to you. Like you are your own Buddha, right? Like that's what Buddha did, right? He sacrificed his whole legacy, wealth, and everything just to wander and go with the people, and decide, you know what, I'm just living life in the streets and becoming like just one with nature and one with the planet. Hence why Buddhism is about finding one soul, and like the whole even Indian culture. You got India, right? Brahma.
I think they might not believe in a soul in Buddhism. Yeah. They might say.
But I'm saying like in the Eastern, like even the Indians, right? They have Brahma. Brahma is the universal God but that god became a different aspect, right? You got Shiva, Lakshmi, Ganesh, bunch of gods, but all those gods, put them together, is Brahma. Hence why the ultimate. Yeah, am I wrong, Gabriel? What's the ultimate?
Oh no.
But,
Oh no, that's correct. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah,
yeah,
there's one god in Hinduism. Yeah.
Right.
But then even Shadow Buddha has told me stuff he's read from the Pali Canon, which is like their holy scriptures that like
Yeah, they don't believe
story.
that. Yeah,
Well, yeah, I'm saying
Buddhists don't
there
believe
was.
that, yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like this is the story that Shadow Buddha was telling me, that he was saying that somebody came to Buddha and asked him about God, and he was like,
Yeah.
he didn't necessarily say there wasn't a God, but he's kind of like, what I get from the story is he's saying that like that's not really our priority to speculate on that. We have other things to do. Yeah.
Yeah, they believe that the devas are like they have powers and stuff, but those powers are not the goal, and they think that they're powerful, and that's their arrogance.
Well, yeah, and this is what the story was saying, that that the man that Buddha, he said like, yeah, I've been to those realms, and he said that I met someone, Brahma. I think he might even said Brahma, and like Brahma thought he was telling me that he thinks that he is the god. However, there was people here, there's things here before him. So that would constitute that you're not the supreme being if there was other things, right? And so, but he just thinks he is. And so, and I thought that was interesting to see that. And then another story, Wolfie, if you watch that documentary about Buddha's life, it'll tell you that when the Buddha allegedly, when he attained enlightenment, right? When he was, after being in this journey for 6 or 7 years, he sat under the Bodhi tree and he got enlightened, right? He wanted to just live his life and be by himself and chill in nature, like Vanta was saying. However, one of the devas came to him, or even Brahma maybe, and supposedly in a dream, and told him that, like, you know what, Buddha, the people need you to share this dharma, which is the lessons. People need you, and not only do the people need you, we need you to share these things. So he's like, okay, I'll help you all out, and he went on and informed his community, and started to share the word and whatnot. And that's why I think Buddhism is so. All these religions are cool, I think, but Buddhism for me at the moment is so cool because Buddha was teaching us to look inside of ourselves through direct experience, man. And I think all the other religions say this to a lesser, more or less, but the Buddha, the way he says it's so matter of fact and to the point. I'm like, oh man, it can be very helpful at times.
Yeah, they break it down better.
Exactly.
They break it down better. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think maybe because everybody has a way of life, right? Europeans, Africans, and
their style.
Asians, yeah. But I think Buddhism could, in the future, maybe, that's my own personal thought. I think Buddhism would be a healthy foundation for other religions to know that, because it's all about, look at the main three religions: Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. It's all some Semitic wars in the Middle East. Why should we care? As none. Who's Semitic on the panel right here? None of us are from the Middle East. I'm not. You're not.
Well, that's a good point that you brought up, bro. Because I was just gonna say to Gabriel, I'm like that because where he's at, that's probably why he feels more connected to Buddhism, and where we're at, we're different areas. But this is just my thoughts. I'm not saying that's true at all.
No, what it is. You know what it is actually, like, to be honest, like, it wasn't until recently I started to really look at Buddhism. I've always thought it was cool, but in the last few months I've been looking at it more, and I'm like, hey, I'm in Asia. I'm in Taiwan, where they have the most per capita shrines and temples, so I might as well take advantage of where I'm here. I'm a lover of all contemporary religion or whatever, but I think this is cool.
The reason is because there's a huge push towards individualism, right? Obviously, we're inundated with liberalism, right? So people want to be their own person, right? So, so they think Buddhism helps you do that, but Buddhism has a rigid set of traditions, right? That have been preserved for thousands of years, right? They even have a patriarch, right? So, so in many Buddhist traditions, they have a patriarch, right, that they follow, right? They have monasteries, right? So you can't just do your own thing as a Buddhist, right? So, so that's
No,
kind of
they're
like
strict, aren't they?
it's kind of delusional, right? I mean, also the thing is that, right? I mean, I think our friend here is from like Somaliland or something like that, right?
Yes,
So,
yeah, I'm from
yeah,
Somalia.
so that,
Thank
yeah,
God.
so that has a
Somalia.
lot to do with Israel, right? So that has a lot to do with
Correct.
Israel and the funding and all that type of stuff. So
Not
you
even
it's kind of
funny,
like a pet project.
even ancestral wise, like
Yeah, so I mean, it's not disconnected from everything that's going on in the Middle East at all, right? So yeah.
Well, okay, I don't want to make it personal, but I'm saying, like, for example, like, one thing I hate my own people about is, like, they're fully focused on this religion called Islam, right? But if you truly knew the history, it surpasses Islam, where it goes back to Solomon and Sheba, right? And even before Solomon and Sheba, most Africans, you got the Sufi, right? For example, the Sufi Muslims, they're the ones who are the most Buddhist-minded Somalis that you'll ever meet in Africa.
Seems like it.
Yeah, because the Sufi means is about the soul. It's like being introspective, like look inside.
Yeah, but it kind of but the thing is that it doesn't have anything to do with Buddhism, right? It's kind of like Islam developed their own mystical traditions, right? They came to some of the same conclusions as the Buddhists. Yes, right. But the fact is that it's like they developed comparable traditions, right? So they don't need Buddhism, right? So
of course, of course. No, of course. It's of course. No, I agree, 100%. And people pick and choose what tradition came before. The only reason why I crash out my own people machine is because my people, like the way I'm talking to you with you, Gabriel, and Wolfie, they won't engage in these kind of discussions. They'll call you, "Oh, you're an infidel."
Yeah, the reason why I don't spend my entire channel talking about Islam, right, is because I don't think it has a lot to do with the conflicts that we face, right? Like I live in Detroit, right? What does Islam have to do with the conflicts that I'm facing, right? It's all about technology, right? So my channel is about technology and not about Islam, right? So,
I mean, to be fair with you, real quick, Dearborn, is that Michigan?
The area.
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with Islam. Yeah,
No,
Dearborn's
just
got nothing to do with Islam. Yeah, have you ever been to Dearborn? Dearborn's got zilch to do with Islam. See, this is the problem with listening to the Jewish newspapers. Oh yeah, 100%, bro, 100%. Dearborn, there's liquor stores and strip clubs in Dearborn.
No,
you have no idea what the fuck
everywhere.
you're talking about. Yeah, you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. I live right next to Dearborn.
As someone who lives near Dearborn, what would you say the reason why some people out-of-towners might get confused?
I think it's because they think Arabs, on Islam are the same thing. Just because there's Arabs, it doesn't mean there's Islam. Right? It's totally different. It's two different things.
Oh yeah, Gabriel, I'm gonna crash out Gabriel.
Yeah, because he has no idea what the fuck he's talking about. He's gonna
talk about. You're talking about every gas
I live right
station,
next to
every
Dearborn,
liquor
bro.
store.
I live right next to Dearborn. Stop the cap. All right, like I'm telling you exactly what's going on.
Cap. Okay.
So, wait, hold on. Let me mediate this real quick.
Dude, they're everywhere, bro.
No, because like I've seen the stories about like there's Muslims. What is the media like? How's that? I'm curious. Like, I'm confused too in a sense because I always thought there was.
Are you confused? What he's saying is every freaking whatever these. What I'm saying, what I see, dude. Every gas station, every liquor store, every smoke shop, dude. There's some. Either a Muslim or one of these guys.
It's a storefront. Always. There's a storefront. It's a storefront.
Yeah, see,
they're good people.
Here,
I like them.
See, over
I have
here,
no problem.
you have a bunch of liquor stores, right, that are owned, right, by Chaldeans. They're Arabs. They're not Muslims.
See,
so you have to make
there you go. They frame themselves
Muslims
as Muslims.
don't own liquor stores because the sale of liquor is forbidden in Islam.
No.
You're retarded. So
Gabriel, can I
you have to use your brain, right?
See, now he's being
Before,
insulted.
yeah, we got. Well, hold on, guy. Let's be
Relax.
respectful.
Yeah.
But before you go, Vance, I'll just say this: do you think it could be that there's a lot of quote unquote Arabs that identify as Muslim, however, their actions do not match up with that? Is that what we're saying? You
They're
think?
fruits. Yeah, they're fruits that they're getting. Yeah.
They may identify.
I think you could just call them Muslims, but I'm just saying that
Yeah.
Muslims
Yeah,
are two
dude.
different things. Here.
Dude, hey, I give you $1 off. Hey, you want this? Hey, take that. Oh my God. You know, it's always like that when I go in there. They're like, hey, you want free
Go ahead,
playlists? Yeah, I got you.
Mufti? I mean,
Okay, I understand.
No,
Let
Mr. Vanta,
let me know when I can talk, Gabriel, because I think.
Yeah, go ahead, Vanta. Go ahead. You're good.
I think undermining what I'm trying to say is, even in UK, we have a lot of stores. The Pakistani Muslims, the Turkish Muslims, the Arab Muslims. Just because they sell alcohol does not mean they're not Muslim. They're selling alcohol because that's what is something called a storefront, right? A storefront.
Yeah.
Barber shops, vape shops. Do your research. Look at the UK. Look at London. A lot of towns. The high streets, a bunch of vape, alcohol.
That's in my country and in the West. That's everywhere, I think, in the world.
Right.
So
yeah, Gabriel.
Facts.
So Gabriel, when I said, Dearborn is Muslim,
yeah,
and then he crashed on me with the F words. And by the way, I'm not using
totally that because that's a lie.
Hear me out. That's not a lie.
That's 100%
Well, he
a lie.
lives there,
right
bro.
next to Dearborn, it's not Muslim at all.
Again.
You're a liar, bro. It is what it is. Right? I live right next to it.
I am not a liar because I looked into it. Even Minnesota, I'm Somali. Minnesota is run by Somalis, right? Are you gonna tell me Somalis are not trying to overrun Minnesota?
Minnesota's not run by Somalis.
No, they're not trying. Hence the word trying. See, this is what you're trying.
You lied about Dearborn. I'm.
Hey, listen to me.
Minnesota as well.
To me.
Sure, but I know definitely Minnesota's not run by no.
You are being run, and
that's literally false.
If I had the power, Gabriel, I wouldn't allow these people to run their stuff because they run things under the books.
Well, you don't understand though, dude. They get government funds.
Go ahead.
Look at this.
No, I'm serious.
This is
Gabriel, they do though.
No, I agree with you. I don't agree with you. I've seen that. I'll just say I've seen that before. Yes, that talking point in the stories. But this is according to Google Gemini. It says yes. I said, does Dearborn have a lot of Muslims? Just plain simple. It says yes. Dearborn, Michigan has the highest concentration of Muslims in the Arab population per capita in the United States. More than 55% of the city's residents claim
totally not the claim that he made. He said that the Muslims run Dearborn. That's false.
Oh, see, okay. See, we're talking about things.
Why don't you type in your AI the claim that he made and let's see if that's true.
So what's okay.
I see the game you want to play. I see the game you want to play. You're saying I'm crashing out. Let's ask the AI about the claim that he made.
Let's say what was his claim again?
The police.
No, you did say that they run it.
Do Muslims run Dearborn?
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, now shut the fuck up.
Hey, by the way, there's no need for profanity. You're crashing out, bro. No need for profanity.
No, I'm not. You're lying about it.
No, it's not lying. Already we know that there's 50+% over there. And they have a stronghold on the...
But they have a large population, but does that mean that...
I know, exactly. It's literally stupid.
Yes or no? Oh, okay. Well, it says yes. The city's government, a significant portion of the civics and cultural life are led by Muslim residents.
There you go. I rest my case. Vanta,
yeah, but they don't. I think he meant something else when he said.
No, I mean something totally different. I mean something totally different. Yeah.
Don't cape.
But no, my thing is okay. My thing is,
I'm sorry,
yeah. What it said is that they have a significant portion of the leadership. That's not the same as running it.
That's what I'm about to say. Like, who are they influenced by?
Yeah, exactly. That's literally retarded. That's literally not even the same thing. It spit out a totally different claim.
I wouldn't say it's retarded, but I would say like we gotta look deeper into it. That's what I would say.
Can I respond to Gabriel?
Why don't you ask it? Why don't you ask it? Does significant leadership is that the same thing as running something? I mean, that's totally retarded.
That's the next question. But let me go Vanta first, then we'll ask that question. Go ahead, Vanta.
Gabriel, all I said was once you have poison in the system, that's things like this right here, because we have this issue too in the UK. once you plant and you excuse it, trust me. Look at France. They take over.
It's all by design, bro. You know it.
I don't care about design. I'm saying
They put.
once
They
you
let him
excuse
in.
it, don't excuse it. Then don't excuse it. If you know there's a
No,
problem,
I'm not.
then shut it down. No, because this machine lies. He's saying, "Oh yeah, no. The Muslims
that's
are
false. I live
A-okay."
right
No,
there. That's totally false.
Habibi.
That's totally false.
50%.
The local government is not in charge of the fucking
Stop
city. It's
overlooking
controlled
it.
by the
That's the
state
big
government and the
that's
federal
that
government.
number.
What you said is
That's what
false.
Gabriel that showed you.
Hold
That's
on,
What you said
Vanta.
is false.
Jesus Christ! I'm talking.
No.
about
How is the U.S. system run? Does a local government is it
I don't care
autonomous
how it's
with the
run.
U.S.?
Community-wise,
why are you cutting me off?
you should say, you know
Yeah,
what?
this
No, we
guy's
don't
not
want.
serious. This guy's
We
not having a
don't
serious
want.
conversation.
We don't want this system.
No,
This guy's not having a
GML.
serious conversation. dude.
No, we got you next.
He's
T-Mo.
literally
We got you
crashing
now.
out and not listening. But yeah.
I'll stay
Shit.
quiet.
No, what
Yeah,
he's saying
the
is.
local government is not autonomous within the state of Michigan. It's ran by the state of Michigan, who runs the government of the state of Michigan, who runs the federal government.
So you're
You
saying that
fucking
the
moron.
state runs the state?
That's not.
Yeah,
the
you
goddamn-
can't. They don't
That's not-
run
They
it.
don't run their own. They don't run themselves. The city of Dearborn is not autonomous. You
But
fucking
I could
moron.
see. But I could see. I don't think he's a moron. But I could see how.
I think he is.
I could see how one could say that. Oh, maybe they do control it per se.
No,
You know,
they just
off
live
the
there.
They just live there,
They
bro.
don't-
Like exactly. It's
That's
fucking
it,
stupid.
bro. There might be a lot of them, but they don't run the shit, bro. Trust me.
What does live there mean? What does live there mean? Live there. You know they affect your.
Well, they have
economy,
a
right?
business. They have a house. They take care of their
And
children.
what does business mean? They're tax paying. They're gonna vote.
That's not running
and
something,
then they
bro.
bring more and more.
Okay.
I'll tell you right
Please.
now. A lot of the
No,
population they
you
moved
like
there
false
because
light. You
Israel
like false
started
light.
bombing Lebanon, and then the rest of the population moved there because they started bombing Iraq. This is the reason why they're there.
What are you talking about? Nobody mentioned
That's the reason why they're there. You want to
Jesus.
talk about why they're there?
Well, I would like to talk how
I
they
don't
got
find it
here.
funny. I don't know why you. I don't know why
get
you're
here.
laughing. By the way, I don't know why you're laughing. What's so funny?
Because you're not understanding. It's
No,
they don't run.
No, Wolfie.
Yeah.
I'm talking to Machine Man. Let me focus on Machine
All right,
Man.
I'll let you. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Why does Machine Man laughing about Israel? What makes that funny? Go ahead, Machine Man. Now you're gonna be silent.
I can laugh at Jews all I want. I can laugh at Jews whenever I want. I can laugh at their pain. I can laugh at whatever I want. I'm free to laugh at whatever the fuck I want. I live in Detroit, Michigan. I live next to Dearborn. You just lied about it. You said it's ran by Muslims. It's totally not ran by Muslims. You're a fucking liar.
By the way, again, with the
What do you think is funny about lying about where I live?
Stop using
What do you think
profanity.
is funny about lying about where I live? What do you think is funny about that?
Because the fact that it is happening in London, it's happening in the UK. where I'm
What's
from.
happening? What's happening?
You tell me what's happening in the UK.
What's
Are you very knowledgeable
I
about?
would say. I hear that you're
I
saying
don't know.
that
I
it's
think
being,
this
it's
dude is
being
like he's thinking like Muslims are taking over everywhere or whatever. That's his
Yeah.
shtick. It's nonsense, dude. It's literal
Really?
retarded.
It sounds like what Craig says, right? With Miss Banta. Like, would you say you and Craig differ in your
UK,
stances on
they get
Muslim
Gabriel,
origins?
stabbed.
Wait. Gabriel, the difference between me and him, I can
Craig, you
pinpoint.
mean?
I won't mention his name. If
Okay,
you mention him, you mention him. Cool.
Okay.
But Gabriel, the problem I see in the UK, exactly that's the problem. I always said America's like 5 years behind the UK. What you see in the UK will happen to you in 5 years in the future.
Are
And I'm not
Muslims running
denying
the UK?
that.
Let me
That's a
ask you a
good
No,
question.
what he's
Vanta.
saying, they're boating a bunch of people
No, let me ask
in.
Vanta a question. No, Vanta, are Muslims running the UK?
Can I?
Why is it taking you so long to answer? Why is it taking you so long to answer?
No, because you're gonna interrupt me. Can I answer?
I'm
You
waiting.
will be
I
interrupted.
just
You
gave
will
a
be
whole
interrupted.
silence.
Vanta.
Wait for you to answer. Go ahead, man.
All right, Machine Man, mute yourself. I need to see your name with the mute. Mute yourself,
Oh,
Machine
God.
Man.
No, come on, dude. This dude's a baby.
Come on, he won't talk.
Are Muslims running the UK, bro? It's a simple question. Yes or no?
I'm gonna answer, but I need
Okay,
you to mute
yes or
yourself.
no? No, I don't. I'm not going to mute myself. No, that's not going to happen. You don't get to control the show. Go ahead and do your thing. Answer the question if you want to, motherfucker. If you don't
I
want
think
to,
he'll
then
be,
shut the
he
fuck
will
up.
be quiet.
You
I
don't
have
have to
a good
handle,
feeling. Hold
Go
on.
home.
Hold
Yeah.
on.
Take your ball and go
Hold
home.
on. Mushy, hold on. Go ahead, Vanta. You won't be interrupted.
He's getting destroyed.
No.
Destroyed.
Just be patient. Just patient.
Is the UK? Yeah, Gabriel. Is the UK being destroyed by Muslims? I'll say
I said
yes.
run by Muslims.
No, run.
Oh,
run.
By
Okay, yeah,
he
run.
changed the question. He changed the question
Jesus
already.
Christ.
He doesn't know how to listen.
We got it.
Listen to the fucking question, bro. Open your goddamn ears. Like, what's wrong with you? You can't listen to a simple question that's
I'm
put to
talking
you?
to the host. Can I talk to the host?
No. I was asking you a question. You're gonna answer a question that I asked you, and now you're changing the fucking question, and now you're talking to the host. See this dude's playing games. You can't answer a simple question with a yes or no. Why are you running?
For Vanta, he's being patient. I know how he is. So like he's being.
I don't give a fuck what he's doing.
Go ahead, Vanta. Do you think that the UK is being run by Muslims? That's the question.
To a certain extent, yes. If I can break it down.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
I rest my case. Hold
on, let him go. Let him go. Let him go. Let him. He's gonna give. He's not done, Machine.
This guy's a dumb fuck. He just exposed himself.
He's not. Go ahead. You don't agree on the point for sure.
No. It's not that I don't agree. That's literally just not true. How can you make that true? How can you square the circle?
Let's see what he has to say. Maybe he's gonna surprise you. Let's go. Vanta, go ahead, my friend. Go ahead. How is the Muslims running the UK?
I'll tell you why. Because it is multifaceted, right? It's multifaceted. Let's start with London. Who's the mayor of London? Gabriel. Who's the mayor of London?
The Muslim man. I forgot his name.
Sadiq Khan. Sadiq Khan. And who is the highest voters for Labour in London? The population is the Muslim diaspora and the immigrants and the whole shebang, right? Even outside of London, look at Birmingham. Have you seen Birmingham, Gabriel?
Mm-hmm. Well, the population, you want to know?
Yeah, because Birmingham, one of the biggest politicians, they were trying to introduce the rainbow agenda, right? Who shut that rainbow agenda down? Was it the Christian or the Muslims, Gabriel?
I would assume it would be the Muslims.
Mm-hmm. And then there's a place called Bradford. Bradford is literally Pakistani. Pakistani what? Are Pakistanis Christians or Muslim, Gabriel?
We were speaking to mostly Muslim.
Mm-hmm. So all I'm saying, Gabriel, the country, obviously the whole UK is not fully run by Muslims, but the influence and the energy and bending the knee.
No, but he's on point though. I get what you're saying, bro. You're on point though, dude. They just keep flooding them in, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But they're not wrong.
I don't like that language, flooding them in.
No, he's right.
I know,
right.
My bad, bro.
Okay. You don't have to agree with me.
Gabriel, no, he's right. We are flooding these people in because no matter what we say, listen.
Where are they coming from? They're just escaping.
They're coming from France. They're coming from France. And by the way, I blame America for this, Gabriel. I blame America.
This is why I say it's by design, bro.
Yep. No, Gabriel. No, he's right.
Yeah,
Gabriel.
I don't think he wants to point out the several Jewish organizations that have been pro-immigration in the UK and in the US. Huge Jewish organizations that are pro-immigration.
Oh, they've been there forever. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the fact that you just
do you agree on that? You both don't like the Jews. No.
Well, Gabriel, I'm just.
I don't mind. I don't give a fuck who you are.
I'm trying to protect the channel, bro. I'm trying to protect
go ahead, bro.
I'm not.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate it.
I ain't saying that.
No, I was just being stupid. Go ahead. Thank you, Matthew. Yeah. I mean,
go ahead, machine man. Go ahead, machine. With your profanity.
Machine man. The man's fired up. Usually, 98% of the time, he's a gentleman. But when he gets fired up, he gets that gangsterism.
Dude, you both are the same, though. That's the funny part.
The truth's got to come out sometime.
Yeah, I know.
All the time. You can't keep lying forever, bro.
I get it. Come on.
Yeah.
But Vance, I'll say this on some other shit, bro. Like, I'm glad you came over here. I was hoping that you came over there because I had sent you a message and I retracted it because I did not like the way I saw you being treated the other day, bro. And I was like,
here, I got a video in the back.
I was kind of pissed off, bro. Just to let
yo, Gabriel. I know what happens to me on panels, right? Either I act a fool or I come regular, But I know
You weren't
people
acting a fool
recording.
yesterday when I saw it was the other
Yeah,
people
yeah.
out of line.
Yeah.
But I'll leave it at that.
Right.
I'm glad you're here though. Thank you for being here, all you guys.
It's all good, bro.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
Bantam, it's good
By
to
the
see
way,
you, bro.
yeah, salute to you, Wolfie. Wolfie, you made me laugh last time I saw you. Yeah. You're a good
Yeah.
man. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
salute to everyone. Salute to everyone. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
You
but
too,
everybody
TML.
knows.
Hey, dude, it's just an argument. It's
I mean, to
okay.
be honest, even though I love Vanta, he's a newer friend. Machine Line is my bro from like 10 years back. In Caliverse, that means like 3 years.
Yeah, that's right.
My number one day one, bro.
Yeah, blessings, bro.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
TML's a beast, though. I'm just saying, though.
course
he
Like,
is.
it's just an argument. It's
I appreciate
okay,
you guys.
man.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Hey,
Is it okay I
one
call you
person
Machine
told
Man
the
from now
truth.
on? I like to call
Hey.
you Machine Man from now on.
Hey, one person told the truth. Hey, one person told the truth.
Okay, Machine.
It is what it is.
TML wins this one. Ding,
TML,
ding, ding.
okay. I do-
Right?
I do.
Okay, you'll give you that.
Let's go.
But you got to listen to Vanta's take. Okay, Machine said that. But Vanta, go ahead and ask him again. What you ask him?
I just said, can I call him Machine Man from now on?
I've never heard anybody call him that before. Machine
Yeah,
Man.
I like the name Machine Man.
Yeah, my name is Muhammad. Nice to meet you, bro.
Oh, that explains a lot. That explains a lot.
He has like the most popular name in the world.
And this video
Right.
explains a lot too. This video explains a lot too. Right?
Good.
So,
There's a lot of white people.
Organized a letter signed by over 1,200 rabbis. Can you imagine getting 1,200 rabbis to agree on one
Who the hell is
thing?
that?
The
Pause.
agree they did, and what they agreed
What?
was to ask our elected officials not to halt or even
Let me
to
guess,
limit
Buzzard.
the United States refugee admissions
Is she a
program.
J-Dog?
I swear to God.
That's right. That's right. 1,500 rabbis signed the bill to not halt the refugee program to let the Muslims
I
in.
need to leave the channel, Gabriel. I need to head out because I'm
Oh,
about to go nuclear. Can I go nuclear?
That's right.
No,
That's right, you can't
I'm
stand
about to shut it down in a second.
Yeah,
Jesus
yeah. It's
Christ.
already over.
Gabriel.
You already got toe tagged. It's already a wrap.
Just go, Gabriel. Just go.
Gabriel, don't blame Jesus.
I'm telling you. Hey, did you say that your name was Muhammad? Did you say your name was Muhammad Machine Boy?
It's Machine Man, you said. Now you
No. Now that he's Muhammad, I'm gonna
TML.
call him Machine Boy.
Yeah, look here, little boy. Look here, little boy. Look here, little boy. Look here, son. Look here, my little son.
Oh my God.
Look here, my little son.
Do you see my name?
Look
Say
here,
my
my little
name,
son.
say my
Your daddy's a
name.
Muslim, isn't it?
Yeah.
Your daddy's a Muslim.
We
are better than you niggas. Period.
Ain't your daddy a Muslim? I'm your daddy
Sloshing on
now,
that
boy.
ass.
I'm your daddy now, little boy.
Actually, my
I'm
father's
your
not.
daddy now, little boy. I'm your daddy now, little boy.
Habibi.
It's always
Habibi,
good
Swali,
with a
yeah,
little
yeah,
bit of
Habibi.
drama.
yeah, mulhid. You know what mulhid means in Arabic? Can you speak Arabic, by the way, as a Muslim? Can you read the Quran?
It's
Can you read the
okay,
Quran,
guys.
Muhammad? Can you read the
speak Hebrew?
Quran,
Can you
Muhammad?
speak Hebrew in
Muhammad,
Somaliland?
can
you
you
speak Hebrew in
read
Somaliland?
the Quran?
Can
I
you
can read
speak
the
Hebrew in
Quran.
Somaliland?
Okay, what's
Can
the
you
first
speak
chapter in the
Hebrew in
Quran?
Somaliland?
Hey, Muhammad.
Can we,
Who's
can we
Somaliland
step
run?
away?
Who's Somaliland run by?
No.
Who's
no,
Somaliland run by?
No, Wolfie and Gabriel. Let me handle
He
this.
doesn't want to answer.
Hold back.
He should.
Habibi.
He should. He doesn't want to answer.
Habibi, what's the first chapter in the Quran? What's it called? If you're truly a Muslim, as a Muhammad, yalla.
No,
Yalla, ya
I'm
Habibi.
none of your pop quiz, bro. You already said Dearborn.
It starts
You
with
said
F.
Dearborn's ran by
What's
Muslims.
F?
That was false. You said the UK's ran by Muslims. That was false.
F-A-T-D-I-Y.
You're a motherfucking liar. Now you're singing and doing nursery rhymes because you're a little boy. You're a little boy. You got nursery rhymes because you're a little whole ass.
You know you are.
Yeah, you got little nursery rhymes because you're a little bitch ass
Hey, have some
motherfucker, bro.
respect. It's Gabriel's
No,
channel.
bitch.
Come on,
No,
guys.
fucking got little nursery rhymes and shit,
I'm
bro.
a Hafiz. You know what Hafiz means? You know what Hafiz means in Arabic? Hafiz. Yalla.
That sounds
You mean
pretty
you support
big.
Jews?
It means somebody who can read the Quran. Can you read the Quran, Habibi?
That's not what it means,
Well,
by
that
the
is
way.
Hafiz, no, Hafiz means no.
Look up what Hafiz means.
Can
That's
you
not what
guys
it means.
stop?
Gabriel,
That's not what it means.
Gabriel,
Yes, sir.
type in
I
Hafiz.
said everybody.
Yeah, Hafiz means you memorize the Quran. It doesn't mean you know how to read the Quran. That's
H
false.
what?
No.
That's what you just said. That's what you just said on the live stream.
He's so insecure. He's trying to overtalk me. Let me
No.
talk to
No, you just said Hafiz means you know how to read the Quran. That's false
Exactly.
definition of what
Yes.
Hafiz means.
No, Hafiz means somebody who read the Quran
memorized
fully.
the entire.
Yeah.
It means somebody who memorized the entire Quran, and now he's shook about it.
Okay, go ahead,
Gabriel. You were just talking about how you like having a channel and nobody flips out, and we can actually have a conversation, and then it just woo.
Well, these people are actually my friends, not some assholes.
Yeah, you can take me
No,
off
I
the
know.
screen, dude. I'm done talking to this dude, bro. It's
You said your name is Muhammad. You can't be Muhammad and you're not in a Hafiz. All around the lonely heart. I can hit the.
That's a good sample, right? That's a good song.
People be okay, because I know I'm not. As a real nigga with feminine energy, I am not okay with that.
right.
And that's who you are, Machine. You're Hurricane Paro.
Oh, now you're
Oh, come on.
Yeah, Hurricane Paro's a real
come on,
big
bro.
I bet this bitch ass dude actually hangs on the panels with Paro, the PDF.
What the? Well, excuse me.
I bet.
Damn. Good night, everybody. I'll see you next time.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love you guys. I love you guys. TML, everybody.
Love you guys. See you, everybody.
Good job, Muhammad.
What up, boy? What up, boy? Your daddy a Muslim. That's right, my name right there.
What in the tip I bang? It's like I got no shame.
Hold on.
Yeah, this one said your daddy a Muslim.
Your daddy a Muslim. And my name right there.
What in the tip I bang? It's like I got no shame. Who should I give my love? But should I leave this pain? 1 out of 5 and 1 out of 2. What did eyes I really owe? 1 out of 5 and 1 out of 2.
Yo, Gabriel, can I have an outro like that?
Yeah, you're on
She wanna be like me, I wanna be like her. If anyone touch my baby, I'm taking that boy off the earth. Yeah, wiping that boy off the surface. Yeah, spitting on top of his hearse. You think that he is bad, boy? I turn your skin to a purse. Yeah, turn his ass into a Birkin. Selling it like it's my merch. Got him writing his name in cursive. We putting that boy in verse. We fucking around like nurses, flying around like birds. Snuggle up with the way they do. If your boys are cursing. What in the chamber I bang? This all out, you don't got no shame. Who should I give my love? Or should I leave this pain? 1 out of 5 and 1 out of 2. What did eyes I really owe? 1 out of 5 and 1 out of 2.
Who's your cousin?
Stand on the top like you. Whatever I say they do. And I've been on both sides. I was down there too. Yeah, I should lose. I was praying I do. I was praying I would one day. I was praying I do. Breathe and take it all in. Take it all in. Yeah, come alive for the city. God, the city is sin. All my peace got lost in tears. I cried and rolled off of my skin. If they catch me right now, they got no case to put me in. Whoa, 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 whoa. Toss me like Alonso. Whoa, 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 whoa. So far, too far gone.